Welcome to Monster Girl Mondays, the show that's fucking hold on. I had a bit
Should
prepared actually.
should do over? Should try that one again?
No, it's fine. I could just cut it.
Yeah.
Yeah, welcome to Monster Girl Sundays, the show that's either recorded or uploaded on Sundays. Never both, never neither. This is how it's always been. I'm your host Yakamon. Uh this today we're doing part two, Succubi, with my co-host Ellen Horai.
That's me. Yeah, totally. We were all in very high spirits today, very well rested. We're going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah, yeah, and yeah, no, as yeah, this is part two. We have returning guest, the reigning champ of Succubi herself, Amy Worrell. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Amy Worrell. I'm the host of the Bringworm podcast in this very channel you're on right now, The Freaks of Narrative. I'm also an author. You can find my stuff at thedeathless.net or by just looking The Deathless on Royal Road and future other stuff. Right now, that's all there is to it, and yeah, I already have questions, but let's not get there already.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, cool. Okay, I'm getting my groove back a little bit. Yeah, we are all on schedule as always. We always Succubi Part Two.
Part
Um,
two.
cause we did 10 goals and that still was not enough. So we're back again to do more.
It's never enough girls.
Part 2 of?
Succubi.
Succubi.
No,
Yeah.
of how many are there going to be?
Oh,
I mean, technically, it will just be part one and two, but then we're gonna do Angels and Demons next week probably, which is a technically part three, technically.
technically.
Yeah, because half of them are succubi anyway. But
Oh,
you know,
that's
Of
well.
course
We'll
there are.
cross the bridge when we get there.
Why wouldn't
yeah,
we?
yeah, obviously. Um, but
Well, I
not,
feel.
we're not.
Hmm?
Yeah, we'll talk about those girls next week. We'll talk about these girls this week.
Yeah, I feel we need a lot less preamble to this one since it's a part two, but we're doing volume two now, right? Is this exclusively volume two?
Um, no, we're still on volume one.
Okay,
Yeah.
but well, regardless, what can we expect going forward? Is it more gonna be more of the nonsense from last week, or do things
Um,
change?
it's a lot more varied. I'll give you that. Um,
I don't know if that's a good thing or not.
yeah, yeah. No, there's some interesting girls here. There's some stupid stuff. Um, yeah, yeah. Is there any more succubi you guys forgot to talk about last week? Because I know I forgot to talk about
Well,
a webtoon I read way back in my teens, which is about a high school boy and the succubus girlfriend. That's not hentai, it's not porn. And yeah, she's just kind of like a succubus girl, and she goes to school with him, and she tries to seduce him, but he's kind of just nah, I gotta do my studies. I can't have sex. I need to focus. And then stuff happens. Eventually, he goes to hell and rescues her from her dad. You know how it is.
hmm.
And yeah, it was fine. It was
What was it called?
uh, I don't know. It's cool. I think it's literally called My Succubus Girlfriend or something like that. It was a
Oh.
stupid title. Yeah. Now as I was going through the editing it last week, I was like, oh yeah, I remember. We talked about succubus main girls, and that webtoon is yeah, probably not what you're looking for, but it's a thing.
Yeah. I remembered one that I mentioned back in the warm tier list episode, Brandish. That one is actually porn, but I think she's very iconic. It's just about a succubus who gets in all kinds of misadventures that always end sexually in one way or another.
Well, if there was anything I forgot to talk about, considering what happened to us in the last like 10 hours, there's no way I'm going to remember it. So
Oh yeah,
it is lost to the sands of time.
it is
Yeah,
gone.
fucking head crammed with anime opening knowledge,
Fucking overlord.
pushing out all the succubi knowledge.
You know what I'm saying the moment we're done recording this, right?
Oh
Let's watch
boy.
TQ.
No, we go again.
Oh, oh,
I feel so
We
eager
can
to
watch TQ.
lose
We can watch
again.
TQ. No, yeah, we'll see about that.
Anyways,
okay.
um,
Let's just jump into it. I
yeah,
think.
let's go.
Yeah. There'll be like some goals we'll probably talk about later. I was like, oh wow, this narrate.
Alright.
What do we think about
Okay.
this fish girl?
So, I like how, unlike all the other nonsense from before, this one actually seems to incorporate a bit of succubus into the design. It's not just
Yeah.
a fish girl. At
Mm.
least there's that.
Yeah, like I don't know. I didn't do any research for this. I was supposed to, but I'm pretty sure this is like a known like water spirit or something like that that like does seduce
Yeah,
people. You know,
Yeah.
sailors. Yeah. So this makes sense. This one makes sense. This is good.
yeah.
Yeah, I actually
I'm
like the design.
assuming that this is like an air raid that got turned into a Succubi, but we actually get like a drawing incorporating that, assuming that those symbols on her and her expression is from the Succubi element, which we did complain in the last episode that like the elf girl was turned into a Succubi, but we didn't get a drawing of her as a Succubi. He was just like
Mm.
normal elf.
Yeah. The best you got is her unbuttoning her shirt.
Yeah. Meanwhile, this one is like particularly. Yeah. There's a sort of uh, yeah, like she's seducing you, sort of
Yeah, she's like
drawing you
beckoning
in,
you.
yeah,
Yeah,
beckoning, yeah.
which like not
Which she'll probably use
necessarily
to drown
from
you.
not necessarily from Succubi, like from siren creatures in general. There's already that element of
Yeah.
seduction there. But
Mm.
there is some stuff here that I like. Like she's hotter than a lot of the previous ones.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I do have a. Oh, Amy is getting into it already. I have
Okay.
a weird relationship with fish. Okay,
Oh yeah, that's
Hmm.
true.
so here's the thing.
All right.
As a pretentious dipshit author, I think about the
Mm-hmm.
sea a lot. I think about shores. I think about what they mean, about what goes on in people's head when they're looking at this like chaotic thing that can also be peaceful at times, but it's also the origin of life and all the terrifying things. I mean, I showed you like a short story where I talked about like
Oh
something come
yeah.
out from the water, but
Yeah.
it didn't match anything that was supposed to come out of the water. So like that is not as like good, of course, as the stuff that I could make today, but it is something that has been on my head all the time. And the
Mm.
creatures of the sea has like this thing that like it's the last stretch of the planet that humanity has not conquered, and makes sense that the weird ass shit such as this Nereid would be there.
Mm.
But then the issue is that as much as I like they see as a horror element, which there is a little bit of it here. There's also the fact that I can't stand the fish. Like
Huh.
I get physically ill if I look at fish. It it fucks up. My brain is not equipped to deal with things of gelatinous flesh swirling around in impossible ways.
Well,
So
I know Ellen is not a fan of mermaids either.
yeah,
Is that also how you feel, Ellen?
Well, not really. Like I actually feel kind of a big draw towards water and the ocean is something that
Mm-hmm.
also fascinates me, but doesn't really evoke so much a sense of horror, and more of a sense of awe and tranquility in a way. And I actually think that sea life is very, very fascinating. If there's one thing I
Yeah.
like doing when I'm drunk is looking at horrifying deep sea fish and other
Oh
creatures.
god, no. No.
It's so fun. Like there's so many things that just make you look at it and think, I can't believe that this even exists. This feels like it
Yeah.
came out of a video game. And so I really like fish conceptually. My problem with mermaids is less the fish part and more the having fish as a bottom half element of it.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean,
Like when it's
this
incorporated
one,
like this, I like a lot more.
yeah, this one's sort of like where she has like very typically separated legs and thighs, and it's just like her feet, which, um, she's like dangerous, obviously, like in the ocean. But if you take her out, she's not going to be able to walk, so you have to princess carry her everywhere.
Oh yeah. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
okay, but now I have to wonder: is
cool.
this intended for her to not be able to walk?
I mean, it looks like she won't be able to walk.
Probably. Don't
Yeah.
think she can walk on this. Yeah, no.
I
Hmm.
like the I like the scale gloves. This is like cool.
Yeah.
I know it's
Uh,
kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of goofy, but it is like good, really good.
Yeah, like long gloves are like I can't think of any specific character now, but I see these in like OC art on Blue Sky frequently where a character has like a fading color in their fingers and it changes into their skin color the higher up into their arm it goes. That always looks cool.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I love long gloves as a design element. Always looks pretty hot.
Yeah, and like even though it's got its own like because it has like its own like design and stuff, so it is like it's somewhat like fantastical, but it does look pretty good.
Yeah.
Um.
She
Yeah.
does
I
have a
like how
trident in
I
her
like
midriff
the
as well.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, pointing towards her titties.
Yeah.
I like the long droopy hair too. It's
Oh yeah,
kind of
wet.
Oh
Wet
yeah.
yeah
hair.
works
Yeah.
very well with the concept. Yeah, it's a good one. I think we can all agree.
Yes.
It is.
Um. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and I'll start reading, then we'll
Yeah.
sort of talk more. Nereid, family, succubus, type, aquatic, demi-human. Habitat,
Hmm.
the ocean, nature, lustful, peaceful, diet, the essence of human men.
Good to see things
Hmm.
are. Whoa! Wow, this one is
L-
very short.
A single
lustful,
page,
peaceful.
It's half a page.
yeah, with no image. That's cool. But yeah, no, lustful, peaceful.
Yeah. I
Any
guess
any
weirdly
Peaceful is
the sea
strange for her.
creatures seem to be peaceful because the sea
Yeah.
slime was also peaceful.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I guess that is sort of like yeah, like what Amy was saying, that like, there's sort of a tranquility to it, but also a chaos to it.
Yeah.
So at the same time, all of them are peaceful, just living their best life in the ocean, but they are also all ready to pounce. Anyway, the Nereid is an aquatic monster known as the Daughter of the Sea. Nereids are members of the Succubus family that live in and love the ocean. Human women drowning in the sea become Nereids when the sea drifting manner of Poseidon violates them. In ordinary circumstances, Nereids are free and easy, peaceful as calm water. Nevertheless, they are monsters of the Succubus family. Accordingly, they gorge themselves on pleasure when they couple with men, their congress as turbulent as a raging storm. When a human woman transforms into a Nereid, the manner of a Poseidon ravishes her whole body with waves of intense bliss, washing away the restraint and control she had as a human and filling her with a sense of freedom and happiness she has never before known. Now, a monster of body and soul, she comes to consider life in the ocean better than anything she has ever experienced. If she still has a lover on land, it is said that she has assumed human form to seek him out. Once he is within her grasp, she returns to her monster form and pulls him deep into pleasure just as inescapable as the ocean's depth. When the man becomes a slave, she takes him back into the sea. Narrates who have taken their men to the watery home spend most of their time copulating with him at the bottom of the ocean. It is quiet and peaceful there, so their senses are occupied by nothing but each other. With nothing and no one to impede them, they thrash together like a storm, day after day confirming a love both violent and calm. For the Nereid and the man she has enthralled, these are the best days of their lives. Unmarried Nereids lacking men scour the shore for prey and are thus dangerous. They often drag men they fancy into the sea. They also drag women down to turn them into Nereids and share the freedom and happiness they have attained.
Well, that's
Okay,
strange.
so the first thing I have to point out, props to Kenko Cross for the first time ever getting his mythology right. The raids are Greek, and they do
Yes.
serve Poseidon, so...
Oh, this
Now,
is like half a page, but it's actually like a fourth of
yeah.
a page because once again it kind of just says the same thing like multiple times in a row.
Yeah.
It talked about like the love like a storm like 2 times in 2 paragraphs, one after the other, and like lustful, peaceful, and then it talks about how it's like freedom and happiness, but they are still like seeking their men and ravaging, and their sex is like violent, like a raging storm. So, like the metaphors
Yeah,
that
it
are
doesn't
used
sound
to
very
describe
peaceful.
it don't really fit the peaceful nature that supposedly they have, and also they are a succubi, so peaceful
Yeah.
succubi.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like they're normally peaceful. Yeah.
Yeah, like it does
So
say that
they
they are
don't
like
drag
peaceful, calm
men
as
to drown
water, but
them.
Go up there.
no, it did say that.
In ordinary
Like I think it was in the
Nereids are
first
free and
paragraph
easy,
that they
peaceful
are
as calm as water.
in normal circles. In
Nevertheless, they are
ordinary
monsters of
circles, Nereids are free and easy, peaceful as calm water. Nevertheless, they are monsters of the Succubi family. Just feels like it's trying to do 2 different things that don't really fit.
Yeah. I don't think this needs to be a succubus.
No.
No. Though, I mean, it is. What is interesting, though, that they do have that element of being turned into a succubi. But
Yeah.
it's
Wait.
sort of just like an extra element. Like, human women drowning in the sea become Nereids. That's where they come from.
This is
Nowhere
so.
else.
Sorry. Go on.
No, you go, you go.
This is like so fucking strange because I was going to say that I like the idea of like Poseidon's mana just existing in the ocean as this violent thing, but like while I like that conceptually, why the fuck does Poseidon's mana turn you into a succubi? Like
Well, we'll
uh
have to read
the
the lore.
male deity of a Greek pantheon turns you into a demon, like from
I
Christian
mean,
mythology.
Greek gods did turn people into other creatures just for the fuck of it a lot of times. I believe it was
Yes.
Poseidon who created Medusa, right? Because she got
Pretty
raped
sure,
in
yeah.
his temple, and he's just like, how dare you get raped in my temple? You're cursed forever now. I don't
Yeah,
know, I
but
can maybe see it.
I think it's a very far stretch.
It is.
Because here's the very simple solution to this. Poseidon's mana turns drowned women into Nereids. Why succubi? It should just be the Nereids.
Yeah, the succubi, I feel, if we are looking at this in the encyclopedic sense, just feels like it might be a mischaracterization, like like whoever wrote this is just like filing anything that they don't know where to file into Succubi.
Hmm. Yeah, because like it's not like half of them even do like all the other monster girls. They kind of do the same thing that Succubi are doing anyway. It's just that like these are called Succubi. I mean, even then, like it could just be like family narrate type aquatic demi-human. Like that wouldn't be any different to like what they've already done before. Kanka Cross like does that. He has singular characters in families, like the living doll, for example. There's a
Yeah.
living doll family, but there's only one living doll.
The Living
Um,
Doll would have made a lot more sense being a succubus family because it turns you into a succubus.
yes.
Uh,
And I jumped to page 130, and it seems that yeah, once again,
Wait,
like
yeah,
Bastet,
Goddess Poseidon. So in this version,
Oh,
Poseidon is a woman.
yes, and
I mean,
yeah,
of
has no
course.
image.
Why did I
Yeah,
not expect this to be a woman? I feel dumb now.
I don't know if I want to draw Poseidon with tits.
no, it's fine, it's fine.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, yeah, you know, like Little Mermaid, that guy with tits. Imagine that.
Yeah,
Better
that's
movie.
Triton.
Triton. Oh yeah, you're right, isn't it? Duh.
Well, I mean, that's how you would imagine Poseidon, I guess. Big
No.
mermaid guy.
Hmm.
Well, I know I'm
Anyway,
anti-fish, but like this lore doesn't really do anything for me. There is something with like if she was your wife and she got turned into an air raid, she will come for you and you will both go to like the bottom of the ocean, but you are safe and sound there, having sex all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, this one
like
very
there's
very
almost a
weak, very
narrative
basic.
there, but yeah, it doesn't really commit. And a lot of it comes from just trying too hard to explain the drowning and becoming a narrate, which is like, you know, that there's no need to
Yeah.
spend like a whole paragraph on this, especially
Yeah, and there's
after already telling us that this is what happens.
yeah, and there's like an entire, blank space here that could be filled up with like, well, how do they live now? Like how do
Yeah,
they sort of get
Yeah.
by? How do
what's
they
their society like in the deep
yeah,
in the
what
Or
sea?
yeah.
how did they used to be before they were turned into Succubi by the Overlord? Like
Mm. Like what is being married to a narrate like?
Yeah, because it doesn't seem like she drowns you, like if you're a
No.
man.
She's drowned, but
Because
she doesn't
yeah.
drown you, no.
yeah,
It says
because that's usually how
something.
this kind of story goes, but not here.
Yeah, it says something in the last paragraph about unmarried mermaids or nereids. Unmarried nereids lacking men scour the shore for prey and are thus very dangerous. They often drag men they face to the sea. So drag them to the sea, but does that mean they drown? I'm assuming
Mm.
Yeah, it
not.
doesn't say. Yeah, I'm assuming not to.
Yeah, I mean I would think it was better if it was like if it was sort of like a narrative of like they're coercing you into the ocean and you sort of like either resist or you go down with them as opposed to
Yeah.
them just literally dragging you. Um
Yeah. I think there's going to be a mermaid, and the mermaid seduces you, but the narrate just takes you.
yeah.
Yeah, probably. There's also the siren, so
Yeah.
just a lot of playing with the very similar
I
concepts.
mean, I mean, you could make a different monster girl for every like sea creature, and you could fill
Yes, yes.
dozens of
Yeah.
books with those.
Yeah, and yet somehow he has not made volume 3 yet.
Yeah,
He's still like a third of the way. He's got like there's 101 girls in each book and he's got like 31
Oh
so far
boy.
extra
oh,
ones. So, and like I think like last book came out in like 2016, so Volume 2. So he's fucking lazy. He's lazy. No excuses.
It's fine. George R. R. Martin will get that book out eventually.
Okay. Oh man, we should do like a Deadpool of like getting their books out, right? Yeah. So like we got George R. R. Martin, Kenko Cross, and just like a bunch of people. Like what's gonna come out first?
Jesus Returning.
Jesus Returning, yeah.
GTA
Oh.
6.
Well,
Yeah.
what is going to come out first?
Yeah, which one's gonna come out first? Yeah.
I mean,
Half-Life 3.
I don't know anything about Kenko Cross, so it's hard to say.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean we'll just like get like a list of them together. Yeah. What's like big ones?
King
Motor finishing Kaiji.
Yeah, the King Killer Chronicles Book 3.
Oh yeah, but Book 3 that's never gonna come out. That's never gonna come out.
No, I don't think that one is coming out. I do think Winds of Winter is coming out.
Hmm. Yeah, I
There's
mean,
something
I put
else.
more money on George R. R. Martin than King Killer.
Yeah, but like I'm assuming Monster Girl Encyclopedia Volume 3 is easier to make.
Yeah, but it's also only a third of the way done after, almost 10 years.
Well, maybe if Kenko Cross gets like a burst of inspiration, he could make a lot of progress. Because the Winds of Winter is like 70% done, and it has been progressing extremely slowly and presumably going through rewrites. So it is closer to completion, but those last 30% are a lot bigger than the entirety of Monster Girl Encyclopedia, so it's still possible that's coming out first.
Well, this is all fascinating and all, but I think this is like material for a whole other podcast.
Yeah, for a different one, yeah. All right, let's jump ahead. Let's no more of this.
Okay.
Oh.
Fancy lady.
Oh. It's like, kind of looks like butterfly wings, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's like colors are very.
Oh, there's a. Oh, fuck! Wait, I'm noticing details. There's so much in this.
There he is.
There's too much in this.
Interesting use of
The
orange.
blood of
wouldn't
human
associate
man.
that with vampires.
Oh yeah, there's like blood like dripping down her fingers.
Yeah. This is diet the blood of human man. Not the essence of human man.
Well, she's a vampire. She's gotta do the suck.
I mean, nice thigh highs, nice boots, nice shape. It is.
I like. Yeah, I like how the cape is sort of like bat wings.
Yeah, the cape is like her wings. That's cool.
Oh, so that's it just looks like a cape.
Yeah,
wait, but if that's just
cool
no,
element.
wait. If that is a wing, a set of wings that looks like a cape, then what the fuck are those things around her head?
I guess they're part of the wings as well.
Or like just like an ornament of some sort.
Don't those kinda look like bat ears, just in a different position?
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they're like the thing that Dracula classically has around his head. The big, weird collar thing.
But generally it's like a part of the cape. So it.
Yeah, I guess it's like it must be like part of the wings, and her being a succubus, if she needs to fly, she can just get rid of those or something.
I mean, there's definitely things that I enjoy here. I don't think it's like on the verge of being too much, like on the far edge of this is over designs. Like almost there.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
I think I could get rid of some of those giant chains.
Yeah, the gold chains could be getting rid of.
That's the thing. I'm a big fan of chains, though. I like chains. The thing in like the ribbon by her neck almost looks like there's an eye in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has like 2 ribbons there. That's also a little bit excessive.
Yeah, and one of them is very low on her chest.
Yeah.
I mean, the wings looking like a cloak is definitely a good idea.
I like the usage of green to the outer parts of her wing. That seems to be something Kenko Cross at least has some grasp on when it comes to colors. Like I like how he tends to use a dark green to like balance darker areas instead of having it be
Yeah.
all black or gray or dark brown. Something
Yeah.
I'm not great at doing, so I can
Yeah, like
identify
like dark
that kind of
greens and
thing.
like dark purples a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't look
Yeah.
out of place.
Yeah, because like the thing about like vampires is that like they are supposed to be somewhat, at least like they're supposed to be somewhat like deceiving. That you think that like they're humans, but when you take a closer look, they are like monstrous. So I think like these, the yeah, having like the cape actually be bat wings is a really good idea.
Yeah.
And just like living clothes in general is like a cool yeah thing.
Yeah, it's something that makes a lot of sense for our succubus.
It also creates like a character because she is like comfortable in her position. She's not trying to hide in any way.
Hmm. Plain sight.
Yeah.
Well, shall I find out more?
Sure. Let's go.
Alright. Vampire, family, succubus, type, undead. Habitat, the monster realm. Nature, strong-willed, haughty, and stubborn. Diet, the blood of human man.
Alright. Do you need me to zoom out?
I think this is probably fine. The vampire is a higher order resident of the monster realm. Vampires possess both powerful magic and fantastic strength that seem at odds with their form, and only show themselves at night, hunting prey under the cover of darkness. They are extremely proud, viewing themselves as noble, and regard humans contemptuously, seeing them as inferior beings. Like other monsters in the succubus family, vampires feed on the essence of human man, but rather than obtaining it through sexual intercourse as succubi do, they acquire it by pressing their fangs into the necks of men and sucking their blood. A small amount of mana is injected into the man in this process so that, as his blood is sucked, he does not experience pain but pleasure, a sensation that is shared by the vampire. To them, the blood of human man is both a luscious delicacy and a maddening aphrodisiac.
Just
After
scrolling down. Yeah.
yeah, after partaking of a man's blood, a vampire will be powerfully drawn to him sexually. However, vampires consider copulation in humans a loathsome act, so most suppress the urge to couple with them. When a vampire finds a man who meets her tastes, she brings him into her domicile as a servant and food source. Despite her scorn for humans, the magic of the Overlord causes a powerful affection to well up in her as the man serves her, and her body throbs unbearably whenever she sees him. As a monster, she has no choice but to eventually give in to her need and draw him to her. Meanwhile, every time she sucks his blood, her mana flows into him and, over time, turns the man into an incubus. Once he has completed his transformation, the vampire will treat him as a noble like herself. When the man is no longer one of the humans she so despises, the vampire's attitude changes abruptly. It depends on the individual, but some say that there are vampires who become quite affectionate after such a long stretch of suppressed feelings and treat him as a lover. The vampires also cease to contain the urges that arise while feeding on blood and thus proceed to copulate as their desires dictate. As they are succubi, they are equally capable of absorbing essence through copulation. No matter how often a vampire may have suppressed the urge to fornicate in the past, once she has experienced sex, she becomes captivated by the savor of semen. The savor of semen. Okay.
Savor
And
does not sound
savor.
correct.
Yeah. Like, I get what it's going for, but just a little bit weird.
Yeah, savor is another word for taste.
Yeah, just be
Yeah.
like, yeah, but
Like
like
the act of
savoring
tasting
semen.
semen.
Yeah, savoring,
Yeah.
not the savor.
Yeah, the savoring of semen. Yeah, that would be a lot better. So yeah, she becomes captivated by the savor of semen and the fierce, monstrous pleasure that is her natural right. Vampires are known to attack human women on rare occasions, to not for sustenance. Instead, they do so to turn a human woman into one of their kind. Only the noblest of women are considered to be worthy. Once a vampire has decided on a human woman, the vampire will then suck her blood and fill her with mana to begin her transformation. Vampires are extremely adept at combat, but also have a great number of weaknesses. Exposure to sunlight reduces their physical ability to that of a typical human woman. Mere contact with fresh water sends a numbing bolt of pleasure through their bodies.
Huh.
Yeah, a small whiff of garlic causes their reason to cloud, their thoughts to become distorted. A taste of garlic will extinguish their reason altogether and cause them to grasp wildly for pleasure like a succubus proper.
Kenko
Alright.
Cross, I'm sorry for ever criticizing you, Kenko Cross. This one's fucking great. This is easily the best you have made so far. I will now proceed to be your strongest soldier, defending you every time this chill dare say a thing about the quality of your work.
Well
Oh
then,
yeah,
I think we
this
found
one's
Amy's
very good.
waifu.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, I need to kind of take a minute to process that last paragraph, the one about their weaknesses, which I'm glad. I'm
Yeah.
glad they brought up. I'm very glad Kick Across did bring it up. But a taste of garlic is enough to extinguish their reason altogether and cause them to grasp what. This is really weird.
No, this is really
I,
good.
I think it's
I like it.
interesting
I
that
like it. I like it. I like the idea
eh,
of cooking for somebody and it like sort of changing their emotions. But yeah,
huh. Oh yeah, I guess from your perspective it would be
Yeah,
a
because like
different.
you used to be like her source of nutrition, but then you became a vampire yourself. Now she treats you as a noble, and you both like deserve
yes,
pleasure as is your right. And then now you can afford to like use the garlic to get her like as if it was like this crazy ass aphrodisiac.
mm.
Yeah, like I do like the idea that all the vampire weaknesses have a different effect instead of all just being paralyzing. You
Yeah.
Yeah.
know, sunlight weakens them, and like water makes them too horny to be able to do anything, and garlic, basically kind of like a super drug that makes them all disoriented.
Yeah, I mean, I think this, it wouldn't be as sexy if like sunlight made them burst into flames. I think that would kind of ruin the fantasy a little bit.
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh man, not my vampire girlfriend, no.
No.
Fucking like the beginning of Kuzumonogatari, fucking when Haragi goes on the roof.
Yeah, that's true.
That's like, oh no, no, I can't. I don't want that to happen. Not to me either.
Yeah. Yeah, I will say it is. This is one of the better ones. It's also very much just classic vampire lore. I guess don't fix what's not broken, but yeah, there's not a lot of new ideas here necessarily. Just yep, she's a vampire.
I don't know. I think I'm leaning towards the Amy side of things. Of like, I
Because
think
I
I
mean,
think
I
I like
like her.
yeah, I like the unfolding
no,
narrative and
no,
the
no.
way
Here,
the changing dynamics.
this one like has everything to me. Like
Hmm.
they're like this first, like the separation between light and dark. They only exist in night, so that's where like the dangerous side of thing is, while humans live in the other side. Like that, like classic way of establishing the like dangerous side of things, but also they're extremely proud of viewing themselves as a noble and regarding humans contemptuously, seeing them as inferior beings. Which already I'm like, I want to corrupt her. I want her to eventually go, no, you know what? Sex with you is really good, actually. In fact, I want you to be one of us and do it with me for the rest of existence. Outside of human society, where nothing can stop us.
I want to charm them with my sexual prowess and my goofball antics.
Yeah, with my drill dick.
Oh boy.
And then, like, as she, it is funny to me that a small amount of mana. No, where is it? Like at some point it says that it's not sexual. It's just like sucking blood. But the sucking blood is famously a metaphor for sexual intercourse. So, like, funny thing. Also, it says that like she does it with her fangs, which obviously is like the classic thing. But the image shows her with finger not on her fangs, not blood on her finger, not on her fangs.
Oh, yeah.
So just weird disconnection there. But
unless
yeah,
she's flying and she's just kind of like, you know, clumsy drunk slut.
No, I mean she's going to be a clumsy drunk slut when I feed her garlic. Outside of that situation, I want her to be this like prideful creature, comfortable in her presentation to the world. And yeah, as she keeps doing it to you, you eventually become one of them. You are now a part of their society, which is, I mean, kind of what a lot of vampire stories are, but there's a reason why vampires are such sexual creatures. It's because it's a really good idea. Like it actually works and has been used in multiple stories throughout generations for reasons. Like it's almost as if people relate to it in some way. Again, like the exploration of sexual fantasies that I talked about in the previous episode. I'm reading through it right now to see if there's anything more to put into words.
I don't think I have anything more to add, personally.
What do you think about, because like, as with every succubi, there's an element of them turning other human women into their own kind. What do you think about that as, like, for the vampire? Like, do you think it's out of place, or do you think it, like, fits?
No, I don't think it's out of place, because it does say that only the noblest of women are considered to be worthy. So, if the vampire sees a woman that she considers superior to other human beings, she arrives at the conclusion that, well, since this race is inferior, you should be a part of us because your like talents, your quality are being wasted here.
Yes. Yeah, you know, she like at the dead of the night, middle of the night, she she creeps up behind you and sees you tapping away at the Deathless, and it's like, this person is wasted on humans. And then, like, abducts you.
Yeah, I need to become Deathless so I can write a lot more.
Yeah, forever.
Yeah. She's like, well, this person is going to do so much damage to human society, so if I make her immortal, that damage is going to escalate a lot. So, yeah. Give me a typewriter, make me immortal. No. Sorry. I mean, that also did a lot of damage to human society, but not the type of damage that I'm going for.
Different
type of damage. The type of damage that I'm going forward is like I had to wait like an hour in a queue on like the mall the other day, and my phone battery died, and it just went, well, I'm always writing in my head, so let me start thinking about stories. And the shit I came up with, I'm like, oh, this is going to take like 2 million words, isn't it? People are going to die because of this quill. So yeah, do make me immortal. I ride, sleep, have sex with hot vampire lady. She bites me, I bite her back. We have some garlic. We hunt cute women. that are better than all the other ones to keep adding to our ever-growing empire. Yeah, like this is one where, like in the previous episode, I said that there were some of them that were I like this, but I don't like the idea of being turned into one. With this one, if tomorrow this is my life, I'm satisfied. I don't need anything else.
Yeah, like, and I guess in your case, sucking the blood of man is a lot more, a lot, less bad than
No, I'm
sucking
not
the
sucking any
essence of
man's
human man.
blood. I'm sucking the vampire's blood.
Yeah, you can do that. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Does it say
Yeah.
they can do that?
I don't care. I'm doing it. I mean, they can turn women into vampires, so.
Yeah, they say they don't use women as sustenance.
Well,
But you could. They
love
just don't use it.
wins.
Oh.
Oh yeah,
yeah, fair
obviously
enough.
the power of love.
Failing everything, there's always blood bags.
That's true. Yeah, I don't need to suck it from them. Like, I'll get someone else to do it. Someone does the job. I'll just drink a little bit of it and go back to my vampire mistress. Then Monogatari has like ended my brain, hasn't it? Like I have not been the same person since witnessing that story.
Boy, am I
Like,
glad
shit.
I never watched that.
No, you should join us in the
We will
Monogatari.
make you
Never.
watch it.
And
No, I mean, Kiss
I'll
Monogatari is on the
surround
list.
myself with garlic and throw it at both of you.
That's only
I mean that.
going to make me
that-
horny.
Yeah, that's not gonna stop us. That's not gonna slow us down.
Fuck.
No, there's no mention of any amount of like crucifixion or like religious stuff in here, which is
Yeah,
like
that's
fine.
true.
I mean,
Yeah.
the water, like
yeah.
sending like a numbling bolt
It's
of
just fresh water.
pleasure. Yeah, it's just fresh
very
water.
specific.
It's not
Yeah, holy. Yeah.
holy water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting that it would not
yeah.
talk about holy water.
Well, I mean, if you introduce that the concept of Christianity to
yeah.
Monster Girl Encyclopedia, you're gonna have to grapple with the question of, is Jesus a monster girl in this universe?
Yeah. Now that I think about it, actually, there's not like. I don't think there's like a. I mean, if someone wants to fucking correct me, a fucking lore expert of Monster Girl wants to correct me, but I don't think there's an actual like dedicated religion. There's just like dedicated groups with like beliefs and political beliefs, but there's no like religion. Yeah, there is no Christianity. There's no holy water or crucifix. So, yeah.
But there are angels.
But there are angels. I guess we'll get to that next episode. We'll
Yeah.
answer the question. At the end of next episode, we'll answer the question, is Jesus a monster girl? Stay tuned.
Look forward to that.
Stay tuned.
Oh,
Yeah,
don't
think
tell
about
me there is not a second image for the vampire.
No.
No.
Kenko Cross. Why?
Alright, so this one is actually kind
It's
of...
left for your imagination.
This one actually has kind of bridged the gap between this one and next episode. Because I wasn't sure where
Yeah.
to put it. But I was like, in order to make it sort of, better for time. And,
That
she
didn't
like sort of
work.
fits... Oh, whoops. In order to, Yeah, I mean, reading up on the lore is like she fits more of Succubi.
Oh.
Dark Priest.
Oh, there's like a
Okay.
chastity belt in her tail.
Oh.
Oh, whoa.
Huh.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
She.
And she has
She does
3
have a lot of
belts. Yeah.
Yeah. You think that does link into a chastity belt?
Actually, she does
Her
kind of
crotch.
have like a Kingdom Hearts type of design here. Though, no character in Kingdom Hearts looks like this, but it is.
I mean, look at her at the bottom. Like, scroll down a little. Okay, she does not wear clown shoes, so
Oh no.
you're wrong.
I mean,
Damn.
again, the asymmetry when it comes to the legs, always a plus on my book. I like the
Oh, she's got
shackle,
she's got like a
the
shackle on one, but then
cuffs.
she's got like a chain design on the other boot.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, this one is
There's
all
sort of
about like keeping things locked and like chastity, and
yeah.
does look like a nun.
Mm. Yeah. So we're gonna answer that question, I guess, of like, is that Christian? What is the religion aspect of Monster Kill
Oh
Encyclopedia?
boy.
Yeah. This is a girl who has been. Yeah, I know she got transformed into a succubus, but this is very specifically
Hmm.
a dark priest.
Yeah, so this used to be a human woman. It's not like a
Most likely, yeah.
separate. Yeah,
Hmm.
okay.
Uh, Well, I guess we'll find out on the lore, but I'm thinking about the black feathers. Like, if she is a human woman, is that just how her wings? Like, instead of having like bat-like wings, it's
I guess so,
feathers
yeah.
because of like a fallen angel or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I was
yeah.
thinking.
Like the tail sprouts and the feathers, the wings
I
come out.
do like it because it makes her difference, adds some variation to it.
Yeah. I
Very
like how
light
her
green hair.
horns kinda form a
Oh
bit of
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
a
Oh
halo
yeah.
kind of
like a
around her
bonnet.
head. Yeah. And she's wearing a hat on top of it. Like the horns are like surrounding it. It's neat.
Really hot, really unique design for the boob window here.
True.
It is pointing right at the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, by the way, this is the last go of Volume 1, by the way. At least for now.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I
Um,
am so
I
looking
forgot,
forward to what the fuck Volume 2 has.
me
yeah,
too. Me
I forgot to
too.
mention that. Yeah, forgot to mention that. Yeah, I don't know. Is there anything else you want to say about this one, or do you want to just get into the lore?
Hmm.
I think we can get to the lore.
Well, the only thing is that this could be just like my personal preference, but her boob window, like I think it's in the exact position to not be super sexy. Like if it was like lower, it would have been sexier, just like as an entrance to the underside
Lower.
of her boobs
Hmm.
for reasons. Or if it was higher,
More
as
of
like showing more
an underboob
cleavage.
girl then.
Yeah, not just as an underboob, but if there is a hole in the middle, like in the bottom, you can stick your dick in there and get a boob job.
Yeah, I guess it would be more convenient.
Yeah, but I understand why it's not higher because then it would get in the way of I don't know what those are
Yeah, like the
called. Like the
non,
yeah,
yeah,
the I'm not
collar,
sure what to
the
call that, but
non-collar.
the collar, the whole white collar. So I understand why it's not higher. Very like non-criticism, just personal taste stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Alright, shall we find out more about her?
Please.
Yeah,
Dark
go ahead,
Priest.
Amy, it's your
Amy,
turn.
yeah.
Okay. Dark Priest, Family, Succubus, Type, Fiend. Attack, 2400. Defense, 2000. Habitat, Human Settlements and Pandemonium. That's new.
Pandemonium?
Nature, Lustful, Devoted. Hell yeah. Diet, The Essence of Human Man.
Oh, we got an image of this one. Cool,
Oh.
nice.
Yeah.
The Dark Priest
Get
is a
that in a
type of
second.
succubus that fervently believes in the Fallen One. Dark priests originate as human women who are assaulted and monstrously corrupted by another dark priest or a dark angel. Though they wear the garb of a holy cleric, they are sex fiends of extreme lust who faithfully carry out the teachings of the Fallen One, which command that she mates to satisfy her desire. The job of a dark priest is to spread the word of the Fallen One and bring humans deep into depravity. In order to carry out her mission, she infiltrates human settlements in human form. There, she targets those who abstain from the flesh so as to teach their bodies the pleasure and wisdom they have denied themselves. She delights in showing a man how to take control of his sexual urges and exults in receiving fruits with her body, which is a lewd thing. That's such a weird way to phrase it. I mean, it is a lewd thing.
Yeah, you don't say.
I mean, like, sometimes I want to receive the fruits like of someone's sexual urges, but not in a lewd way. Like,
No, I get what's going on. It's talking about her body as a
yeah,
lewd thing.
which is a lewd thing shaped perfectly to inflame his lust, but it's poor phrasing.
Yeah, it's very,
Yeah.
very bad.
Yeah, no, it's very like, yeah, Bane
Just
posting
makes her-
kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny.
Well, add
Sex is a
that
lewd
to
thing. Did you know?
yeah. Well, add that to the list of hilarious shit that we have seen. Yeah, I mean there was gay and
Yeah.
lively, and now sexual words, which is a lewd thing.
There's fucking the penis gleams darkly.
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is a lewd thing.
it is.
Yes.
Her every word is sensual, her every gesture salacious. They foster intense desire that stirs and swells within him. When the Dark Angel finds an attractive man, the Dark Angel? It's the Dark Priest. She will most likely carry out the devoted service of a cleric to grant him pleasure, offering her body as a vessel that exists only to receive his pleasure. Through this union, she engorges his desire so that it becomes stronger and more obscene every time they join, until he falls to the same base depth as her. As mentioned earlier, a human woman assaulted and corrupted by a dark priest is transformed into a dark priest herself, with the teachings of the Fallen One already embedded deep in her mind and body. It takes no time at all for her to begin following these teachings with the utmost devotion, seeking a lover in accordance with her sexual needs. As also aforementioned, the Dark Priest's mission is to spread the word of the Fallen One. However, because she herself is fallen, when she finds a man she likes, she abandons her calling for her desire and retreats into pandemonium with her man. There, she is likely to forget her mission entirely as she attempts to slake her unending desire in the still time of pandemonium, falling ever deeper into the pleasure of depravity. That last whole paragraph is so like such a word by word repetition of the previous three paragraphs. It's weird. It honestly
Yeah.
feels like it was written entirely to get rid of some blank space. Like
Which is
as
weird,
mentioned
because
earlier,
it doesn't seem like it
then
was a problem before.
yeah, like as mentioned earlier, blah 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 blah. As also aforementioned, blah 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 blah. However, blah 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 blah. Like
Yeah, it's weird. Also doesn't really explain what pandemonium is, and doesn't have
It's
like a
some-
page number.
some sort
No.
of purgatory, I'm assuming. Like
Yeah,
not
probably.
the monster realm, but a realm that only then have access to.
You know, I'm gonna fucking write a note to myself and do an actual bit of work for once in my goddamn life. Read all of the lore pages, because I want to answer these questions, but I can't be
Oh,
bothered to
boy.
read them. But you know what? I think I'm gonna go read them. I'm gonna find out what Bastet does and what Poseidon does and what Pandemonium is.
You're going to
Gonna
become like
the expert.
the person most acquainted with the lore of this story, probably in the world.
I'll,
Well, other than Kenko
I'll-
Cross.
Yeah, I'll make a 101.
No, more than
lecture.
Kenko Cross.
Yeah, more. Yeah, no, I think he does not give a shit. I'll be on
I
his
would say he
ass.
gives a lot of shit about the lore, but we could get into that some other time.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
I do like that
I will
second
think about this
image.
Yeah, okay. We'll
Yeah, and then we
yeah,
can talk.
we can't
Yeah.
show
Yeah,
this
we
image.
cannot show that one.
Yeah.
But
I
she
cannot tell what
is
position
devoting
this
herself.
is,
Yeah, I'm not sure.
because you
either.
don't see where the man is, so
Either she's on her back or she's on top.
I
yeah.
It's not
think
really.
she is on top. Yeah, a dark priest prays to the fallen one by copulating with a man, demonstrating just how grossly she can fall, displaying the immense craving she has awoken in her lover. Yeah, I mean, this is Kinko Cross, so it's probably Calgar.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably
Because
Calgar.
if it's not, then the like angle is a little off.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of like, like,
Wait,
like at the same time, like the hair kind of looks like it's laying down,
Yeah, I
but
think
also
yeah.
it could just be like it flapping up. No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't. No,
Hmm.
it's
It's
just
hard
very
to
odd
tell.
angle. It's hard.
Yeah. No, I think
I'm
she's
gonna put my
lying
bets
down.
she's on her back. I'm gonna put my bets she's lying down. But I
Yeah, me
will not
too.
argue. I'm not gonna argue if someone says this cowgirl.
Yeah.
Um, this is it. Believe it or not, this is not a hill I'm willing to die on.
Yeah, I mean, this one's fine, I think.
Yeah, this one.
Honestly,
I think this one appeals a lot more to me than the narrate. Like it does like similar things, but I think that I like this one like quite a bit more. I
Me
like
too.
this like whole this first half is like pretty good. But I'm willing to hear
I,
your thoughts on it, Alan.
I, I mean, generally, okay. So I grew up in a Catholic household, went to church a lot. Generally, religious imagery, nuns, that stuff doesn't really register as enticing to me. So, like, which I get that the point is like the whole corruption of it,
Mm.
but even then, it's just like visually not that enticing for me. So there's already that. I like the concept of this being a dark priest that is sent to corrupt man through sex and stuff, which is an interesting narrative. Personally, does it do anything for me? No, not really, not at all.
Dan.
Yeah, I mean like I also grew up not in like a heavily religious household, but I was like, I had to go to church and stuff every now and again, and like, it's just kind of like school too to me. I was like, I'm not really. But as I gotten older, I'm like more into religious imagery, just like and like aesthetics and like storytelling. I just like find it more interesting. Um, I think I definitely disagree. I think nuns are very sexy, especially when they have big old titties and boob windows.
So true,
And I
bestie.
like, and I think the idea of yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the idea of like the fallen one, and like this, like, yeah, I don't know. I think it's like cool. I think,
Yeah, it's a cool idea, just
yeah, definitely
doesn't do
harder
much
than
for me.
I kind of the idea of being dragged down to pandemonium as opposed to being dragged down to the bottom of the sea. I think pandemonium kind of like excites me more.
Yeah.
I don't know what Pandemonium is.
Oh,
Mm.
it's
Is it
better than the
like
Imagine
a
bottom of the
timeless
ocean.
place? I
It
like
does.
being
It
at
does
the bottom
say it
of the
is a
ocean.
timeless place. Well, I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, like it just makes me think like, so is she just gonna take you there and have sex with you forever? Isn't that like the same problem that Jub Jub had? Or it's like, yeah, you're just gonna
No,
be stuck in this place for all eternity having sex nonstop.
no, but this
Yeah, but
one appeals to me. So
yeah, this one's like Dante's Inferno, but like with a hot woman instead of an old
yeah,
man. Yeah,
instead of with a
I don't
guy
except
building
know.
a house.
yeah, yeah. Instead of a guy building a house, it's a man building a home.
I don't know. I do not find the concept of eternal sex to be that enticing.
It doesn't have to actually
Uh,
be like eternal. I'm assuming you can stop and do other shit if you want to.
yeah, I mean with the power of love, yeah.
Yeah,
You
but
you can you can you can bring her back from the depths and
I don't
escape.
I don't
I'm
love
sure.
her to
I do. It's fine. I'll take her. You go find your girl.
Well, yeah, you can have this one.
Yeah, basically everything that Yakuman just said, like the religious imagery, the corruption angle, all of it are also kinks of mine. So yeah, this basically I'm not going to say anything else because I would actually just say everything you just said. So yeah, I like this one.
And we don't,
Like this one a
we don't
lot.
want to do a Kenko cross. We don't want to do a Kenko cross.
No, because we understand concisiveness, and we also understand where nuance is required. So desu ka.
So desu ka.
So this kind.
I mean,
And
the
that's what
devotion
finally-
as well is something that we did not talk
Yeah.
about. That I do enjoy. Like,
Oh yeah, the devotion of it is. Yeah. Anyway, after what was it? Fucking 4 hours last episode, and now it's an extra hour for this. We're finally done with Volume 1.
Yeah.
5
How many,
hours.
also,
how many girls are we doing in Volume 2?
oh,
How many do you think?
I was just going to say
Uh,
I recognize the she there on the right. Yeah, we saw her.
yeah.
Yes.
No, that's a regular fairy.
That's the Pixie. Yeah, I think that's a regular fairy. And this is
I
the
did not
Pixie,
see the
which...
other one. Oh.
Pixie, yeah, Pixie has not shown up yet. But we will get to her.
Oh boy.
Yeah, no, there's only... Believe it or not, there's only 3. Because
Oh,
Kenko Cross, made all of the angels and demons into like an actual category.
Well,
So-
yeah, you should have done that in the first place. I see he hasn't made a fairy category too.
No.
why?
Actually, in fact, I think there are more demon girls, and they are all still succubi, but I just put them in like next episode. So
I see.
yeah, so getting rid of all of the ones that are in like another category could be in another episode. There's only 3, which is good.
Yeah.
Titania,
Titania.
Tit,
Tits,
Anya.
yes.
Oh, yeah.
The queen of all fairies.
which is very rare for a Monster Encyclopedia. We'd not normally see, they're like royalties, like they're higher powers.
Yeah. I guess it could be used as a title, maybe, like just powerful fairies become Titania. Although in originally, I believe it is like one person, like one specific fairy.
All right,
I
I'm gonna-
not a fan of this design.
I am.
Yeah, I like this one.
I
Not
think
super much, but it.
Oh.
yeah,
it's
'cause
not.
it's kind of just an elf girl, but the proportions, the what she's wearing, and the big butterfly wings definitely do appeal to me a lot more.
Oh,
Yeah,
Then, like,
same.
look at
Then,
her left
fucking-
arm. Pay attention to her left arm. No, her left arm.
Oh,
Oh, on the left.
where the fuck is her elbow?
It is-
It is
yeah,
so
it is kinda
short.
tiny. It's a real Zune kind of arm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually kind of trying to like do that. It's like a little bit.
No, it
uncomfortable.
makes like her shoulder should be projecting to the side. I'm talking about the left arm, which is on her right, by the way.
Yeah.
So
this one.
like where is her elbow? It like a whole portion of her arm is missing. It's clearly
like,
too
it's not
short to be there.
foreshortened properly. Like the part we see, like the bottom part should be like going further more.
Yeah.
Instead, it looks like it's just going straight. Not the first time we see this kind of weirdness in Kenko
Yeah,
Cross.
which I think the other one was also with an arm, wasn't it?
Don't remember which one was the last one. Oh, it was the Amazonas, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazonas, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amazonas had like a weird arm.
Yeah. I guess he probably didn't expect anyone should look that much at the arm when
There's no
two
goddamn
giant
way.
bazongas
Yeah.
up front.
Nah. Well, I'm not a
My arm
fan
is a
of
tier.
checking the
Feet are
toes,
Feet
of
look weird.
course. Checking the feet.
feet are a
Yeah.
little bit better actually, though this
Yeah.
left one here is a bit fucked. But like this one's better.
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure
Yeah,
out
no, I have
how to explain what I don't like about this. I think it has a bunch of disparate elements that don't really come together in any way that I appreciate. Like, her socks are stupid. I don't like the way they open at the bottom because they are doing that as if they were like pants, but at the same time they are thigh highs. But at the same time they're
Oh
kind
yeah.
of see through. And
Is that a
she
thing
has
people actually
these like.
wear?
Sorry?
Is that a thing people actually wear, or is it just a
I
strange
mean,
design decision?
could be. I just
I
don't like how it looks.
yeah, no, I'm fine with this. I'm more than fine with this.
Yeah, I'm fine
She
too.
has this like long robe hanging off her tits, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
like a nightgown.
yeah, but
Yeah,
it's hanging
that's
off
it.
her tits. It's not hanging out from her body. It's hanging out from her tits.
I mean, there are nightgowns like that, I believe.
Yeah.
Well, I think they look
Though you're right,
dumb.
there should probably like be like a clasp like right here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It does look like these are gonna fall off at any moment. But I
because
guess that's kind of enticing, you know. Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
it does look as if she has this like comfortable flowing robe, but when it comes to like her midriffs and her like the very top of her thighs, it feels as if it's very like tight to her body, which is odd. While when her whole design is about like being open, it's open in the midriff, it's open in the thighs, it's open in the legs, but then the very middle of her design is like closed, very attached to her skin.
But it's supposed to show her curves.
It's see-through. I can see her curves. I'm also not a fan
Yeah,
of
but like,
boobs this big.
I like some
Yeah.
booba.
Yeah, no, yeah. In fact, they should be bigger.
I don't know about that, but
No, these are good. This is very good.
it's a
I
good
like this.
size for me.
Yeah.
I think the only element of this that I think could maybe be a little better is the whole like head situation. It looks a bit too generic, you know, like just kind of an elf woman, flowers and stuff.
If she
But
had,
maybe use some more like colorful hair or something.
if she had weird eyebrows, like big bushy eyebrows, or like
Oh
very
yes,
receding
Yeah,
eyebrows,
yeah.
that would immediately bump us up to
100%.
10 and make it a 10. Yeah.
Yes.
I do like that her ears are like droopy, which makes her look different from the other elves we've seen.
Yeah. Again, let's say, yeah. There's a very, as you said, like a very comfy, relaxed sort of air to her. So like this, yeah, the drooping ears, and like the expression, it like very works together.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of like this specific brand of older anime women, which I'm not sure what to call. Like those
Nice.
Ara characters, I don't
Oni-sama?
really care
Yeah.
about them.
Like Oni-sama's, Ojo-sama's, not Ojo-sama's, yeah,
It's more
Oni-sama's.
Onesamas, yeah.
Well, Onesamas are a lot broader. Basically, this type of older anime character that is unrelated to you, that is royalty in some way, that is like I'm not sure what about this. I think it's just the fact that she looks like a kind of generic elf that doesn't really interest me.
But she's got big old wings, big old butterfly wings. It's cool.
Yeah,
And I
the
do
wings are
like the
cool.
wings. I don't love the wings, but I do like them. Yeah, this is very far from what my tastes are.
There's nothing I necessarily love about this design, but I think it's fine, personally. I would put my head in the middle of those pillows.
Yes, yeah. Yeah, no, no, if I'm like, as was established, there's like an entire fairy kingdom world. They get isekai to, spirited away to. Um, if I met this, yeah, I would fucking loop on, jump into it. I wouldn't care anymore.
Well, I'm letting you go, and Ellen is in the bottom of the ocean, so I guess I'm alone
Oh.
now.
Oh yeah. Amy, you go to Pandemonium. Ellen, you go to the bottom of the ocean, and I'll go to the fairy world,
Where I
and we'll come
belong.
back.
And then we
Oh no, don't
text
say
each other
that.
through the words.
Yeah.
My original concept for a VTuber was to be a deep sea creature. I couldn't figure out how to make it work, so now it's that concept except uncorrupted. Instead, she lives among the stars.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Hmm. Hmm.
I was trying to
Alright,
come up with a deep sea prisoner joke, and I couldn't summon it from the bottoms of my mind, so I just stayed quiet.
From the depths of your mind.
From the depths of my mind, yes.
The Deathless.
No.
That's what a really harsh review would say.
That's actually that's like a good meme. Like the parts of the story that fans don't like, they're going to call the Deathless. I actually liked. Like, fuck. I'm trying. What podcast is the one that like did the One Piece reviews chapter by chapter, and it's either it's like either Golda or fuck. I don't remember the negative one. Golda
I have
is if it
no
was a
idea.
good chapter. Oh no, it's Best Guy Ever, a One Piece
Yeah.
podcast where it's like at the end
That's
of like at the end of every chapter, it's like either Golda or something else, which is like if the chapter is bad. So that, but for the Deathless. Was this a Deathless or a Deathless? I like that.
Yeah. Anyway. Titania. Family succubus. Type sprite. Habitat. Forest and the land of sprites. Nature. Mild. Honest. Simple. Diet. The essence of human men. Oh yeah, cool, nice. Titania's.
Oh yeah, they have color now.
Yeah. Titanias are the fairy queens who rule over the land of sprites. Unlike ordinary sprites, they have human-sized bodies. They possess breathtaking beauty and gorgeous, glittering wings on their back. By nature, Titanias are not monsters, but as they are individuals who have become sex fiends due to the influence of Monster Manor, they are nonetheless considered monsters. Still, a Titania's character is kind and brims with benevolence. Not only does she play the role of a guide for the sprites, she also simply plays with them, like a sister.
She's an awesome.
Yes. More than half of her body is comprised of mana. Her magic is by far the greatest among the sprites. She can heal all wounds by praying, and her protective arts guard them from all kinds of danger. If anyone tries to harm the sprites, she blows away their malice and warmth and wrath with magic. Assailants thus pacified presumably end up playing with the sprites themselves. The Titania's graceful demeanor lends them a mature aura, but in fact their minds are just as simple and innocent as the sprites, taking pleasure in simple things like diverting games and delicious confections. They like to be seen as sisters and delight scrolling up in being needed, but are still prone to pout if not treated as such. Their spry nature makes them quite curious about the new forms of play introduced by the monsters. When monsterized fairies and stealthy pixies teach them lewd new tricks, they are swiftly entranced by pleasure and absorb monster mana like flowers absorbing water, making the power of the succubus their own. Soon, they are reborn as powerful beasts of lust, with both the appeal of a perverted fairy queen and an innocent creature seeking pure, unmarred pleasure. As monsters, Titanias like to make themselves feel good, but they also love to give men pleasure. Unmonsterized Titanias treat humans with instinctively royal airs, but when they become monsters, their manners change, revealing their in their inner nature. They treat men as a petulant sister might, and lead them onto a path of debauchery, as if teaching them a new game. Their regal charisma eases men's hearts, rendering them helpless to resist the kind, sweet pleasures they impart. The stroke of a Titania's hand on a man's swollen member is gentle and calming. The soft grift of her vagina surrounds him in both pleasure and the simple comfort of an embrace, allowing her to bring him to climax over and over and over again. No amount of essence seems to be enough for her, and yet she always handles the man's body kindly, as if caressing some poor, helpless, crying thing. Oh, alright. She keeps in her arms until he spends his essence and passes out as though he were exhausted from hours of bawling. True to their title, when these fairy queens learn new games with their husbands, they share knowledge of their frolics throughout the land of sprites in order to bring it to greater pleasure. Thus, even sprites who have not yet become monsters turn their attention to human men, one after the other, enchanted by the lewd forms of play. Because the sprites continue to invite in monsters other than the sprites, as well as human men to be their husbands, it can only be expected that the land of sprites will be overrun by the monster realm as its inhabitants continue to play merrily with their men, day after the vicious day.
We're back in Volume 2 territory. Yeah. It's just bland ass sex upon sex upon
Yeah.
sex.
This does stand out a little bit because like her personality is a lot more detailed than the previous ones.
Yes.
But like personally there is something to the idea of being like held with like gentleness that is kind of cool. But the queen aspect of it, I don't really care for. This is very unsexy to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like this life for me. I'm not sure about the whole like fucking crying during sex thing. I mean, I would never do that.
Yeah, this
But you know,
feels like it's very much into for people who are into infantilization. Like there's a nice mom will take care of you. And it's like,
but she's also, I think, also in herself is also simple and, you know, childlike.
yeah, I think that's kind of lame.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I don't think like I'm like as huge into it now that I sort of like think about it like a little bit more. But I think there's still something here that I enjoy.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
would
kind of wish she had a stronger personality at least, because the idea of just like the idea of her being kind of a doofus is fun, but not to the extent that the writing puts it. And I don't
no,
know, there's something about being too soft, you know?
no, I'm back into it again. Yeah.
Oh,
This is good. Yeah.
what changed your
Uh,
mind?
um, I don't know. I think it's just like, you described her as a doofus, and then I looked at her
Oh,
face right here, and I was like, oh yeah, actually.
So do you like them
Uh,
dumb?
yeah, yeah, dumb with
yeah,
huge tits,
I,
but also not, soft.
there's
For many years, Yui from K-On! Was like my waifu, and very much is because like it does. Considering I'm somewhat of a, fucking pretentious, paranoid weirdo who thinks too much about anime and all the things I've done wrong in my life. So I would kind of like to fucking, have a girl that kind of like fucking makes me forget that a little bit with just her like soft, dumb antics, and yeah, that sort of appeals to me. It
Well,
soothes my heart.
to me, I feel that when it comes to the dumb girl kind of thing, I tend to prefer when they're kind of silly dumb because I don't know, like there's an appeal to, I'm not the smartest person around, but there's an appeal of like having to kind of be the responsible one and take care of someone who's well-meaning, but not just kind of a doofus.
You
I
have
think that's kind of the appeal of Harpy story in a way. Like I'm more of a Sue, but there's an appeal of being the Emma of the relationship, just having to be
Hmm.
responsible and taking
wait,
care of someone.
Ellen. You haven't, as was established by this morning. You have not seen K-On!, have you?
No,
Okay, yeah, you might like Yui and Ui's sister
yeah,
relationship.
yeah, but like the thing with this entry is that this is more of an airhead type of dumb,
Hmm.
whereas like there's not someone that I'm going to like be responsible and take care of. This is someone who wants to take care of me while being kind of just
Hmm.
a an airhead, and I
It's
don't
not it.
find that as appealing
Well,
personally.
It's not a one-sided dynamic.
yeah, like what if that is the dynamic? She takes care of her sexual urges, and you take care of her like daily life.
Yeah, she, as you can see here, gives just like god tier jobs by Zuri, and then you help her cook because she like burns everything, and just like can't fucking yeah.
I don't know, just the way it's presented here is not as appealing.
While she like struggles to put on her like elaborate yet easy to put on clothes, and you try to help her.
That is one thing, but
Hmm,
I don't know. And like it feels a little too infantilizing to me. I
I
don't want to be
see.
treated like a baby.
I mean, I don't think you're really treated like a baby though.
I kind of that's kind of the vibe I got.
No, I mean that's not what I got from it.
Like to me, it has to be a
Hmm,
one-way relationship. Like one is the responsible one, and one is the 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 silly one. Like, if she is the silly one but also wants to take care of me, it doesn't really work for me.
And then the dumb silly one, like out of pure appreciation of like everything you've ever done for her, like writes a song for you and like performs it, and it's like the most like gut wrenching like song in the whole show.
Oh, that's K-On.
That's K-On!
Okay.
K-On! It's a 10. Fucking watch it. It's
Look,
I know why you might be apprehensive of it, but it
no, it's
is
not that I'm apprehensive. It just
Yakuman.
doesn't look like the kind of anime that I would really enjoy that much. Like, I have no doubt that it's good. I
Mm-hmm.
100% believe that it is very good.
Yeah,
It
it's a
just
masterpiece.
doesn't
Yeah.
seem like my kind of
Hmm,
anime. Like, I don't care about slice of life, school stuff. Just bores me.
Hmm. Well, maybe TQ can change your mind.
Alright, I mean, TQ is the goal.
I've only seen
Oh,
the first season of K-On!, and while I did enjoy it, I enjoyed it as like a 7 out of 10. But everyone
it
has
it
told me that it makes a lot more sense in retrospect, that you have to see the whole thing through.
yeah, cause like it adapts all of the manga in like 12 episodes, so it does rush fast for like a manga that is like a 5 out of 10. It is not like good, but like it is the first season is like it adapts the whole manga, and the second season and the movie are all anime original, and was sort of like where it went from just like adapting a manga because you had to like Naoko Yamada making it because it was like a passion project, and like, the 26 episodes in the movie is like their third year of high school, and it's like a lot better, a lot better. I think writing about the high school life of high school girls is probably better from a intelligent woman than a fucking man who's
Oh,
good
absolutely.
at making anything. Anyway,
Oh yeah,
image that we can't
there's some
show.
flavor text. Yeah, it's a big old boob job.
Yeah, big old ejaculation, and the pixie and the fairy are enjoying the show. Which,
Yeah.
yeah. Sprites are full of curiosity about the pleasurable games they can play with their men. Their queens are no exception. As the Titanias have lovely sport with men, other sprites are apt to come and join the fun.
Yep.
Alright,
That's
I think we're gonna jump ahead to the
yeah.
next one. Think we're
I'm gonna go get
done.
some water real quick.
Okay. Make sure this is the right one. Yeah. Cool.
Type mage.
Oh yeah, there is a Majin type, which is gonna be a very short, not very interesting episode, but we have to do it.
This genuinely looks like the same one, but it's like a different class.
Yeah.
Alright, back.
She
What are you
looks
looking at?
like a kind of a cowboy.
Vampire.
Vampire. Oh, that's
It's
I don't know if that's a D&D thing or if it's actually a thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
What?
But yeah, no, you're right. There is a sort of there's like a Mask of Zorro type.
Yeah, like a musketeer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so it is from folklore. It's the union between a vampire and a human. Okay.
I can already
so this is the daughter.
say I like her less than the vampire immediately.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a I think it shouldn't look so much like the vampire.
Yeah, it just looked like
Like
you
it
went
ends
on the
up not being
character
as unique.
selection and changed the class
Yeah.
to mage.
Yeah, it shares way too many of the same aspects. Like,
But it's not as interesting.
No.
yeah. It feels a lot more generic, a lot less that pops out. She has an actual normal cape, instead of the big wings. She
There's
doesn't.
still an eye on the brooch on the ribbon, but
Yeah.
I think this might just be a button, not an actual eye.
Yeah. I don't think the last one was an actual eye either.
Yeah, probably not.
Like with this design, which I guess is going for like a musketeer design. I think there could have been a lot more done with it than just like this cosplayer girl with like her, this shorts.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this looks like the most easily cosplayable outfit, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, yeah, character. But like, I think what I probably would have thought, like, if this is like the daughter of the vampire, I would have liked to have seen like the vampires to have like a more monstrous form. Because you see like the cape is like this biological thing in the last one. These bat wings. So I would like to see more bat elements in her design that she just can't like sort of control. Because there is like a whole turning into a bat aspect to vampires that was like.
I mean,
So they could have done that with this.
I like her hair and I like her cloak. I think that's a mantle or a surplice. I'm not sure. But like the fact that this comes after the vampire kind of dooms it to a lower tier.
Yeah, it's just not as interesting.
No. Doesn't present
Yeah,
a strong character.
No, I think we'll probably just go right into the reading. I think because I don't think we have much to say about this.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's see if the lore helps. Vampire family Succubus type mage. Is this our first type mage?
Yes.
Alright.
Yep.
Habitat, human settlements in the monster realm. Nature, honest, calm, and devoted. Diet, typical human diet, and the essence of human man.
Damn, not a picky eater. Cool.
Yeah. So she doesn't drink blood then.
No.
Does drink
Oh,
just
I mean,
essence.
yeah, I mean, like, it's sort of like blood is kind of the essence of human men, but it's like not quite. You know, it's not semen, obviously.
Yeah.
It's not man. But there's mana in blood. Whatever.
Yeah. You know. Tomato. The Dampire is a mutation of the vampire. A monster born rarely from the union of a vampire and a human who has yet to become an incubus. The Dampire has a friendly disposition that starkly contrasts that of a vampire. Vampires do not despise humans. Indeed, they show their favorite man affection without reserve. Vampires are often said to be half human, half monster, as they have very human-like forms and magical auras with an impression most earthly. So they are monsters in whole. Okay, they put love and pleasure above all else and honor the lewd, but also hold human values which allow them to integrate smoothly with human society. Many choose to live in human towns.
After a
Okay.
very exciting start, I think.
Yeah. Vampires do not assault human man. They typically fall in love and join with man in the human manner. Still, because they use their innate inhuman beauty and
Wiles, yeah.
okay, enhanced by their sympathy with human sensibilities, they're no easier to escape than other monsters. When a man copulates with a vampire and thus tastes her body, he discovers pleasure that would be inconceivable from a human, as she strokes his member like she's sucking out his essence and greedily sips off his semen. The man at last realizes, due to the taste of the inhuman pleasure she grants him, that she is no longer human. Like sunlight, vampire mana is capable of robbing vampires of their strength. Like garlic, it deprives them of reason and ability to think. Naturally inclined to see things from a human point of view, they dislike vampires' condescension towards humans and resent seeing humans treated unfairly as servants. When a vampire sees such a vampire, she applies her mana and superior physical abilities to discipline her. The vampire corrects the vampire's prideful, stubborn personality, so she shows her love and affection for a man plainly. If a vampire's mother cannot be honest with her father, that is where the vampire will start. Thereafter, many set out on journeys as vampire hunters, to both bring vampires under control and to find husbands. Sometimes, while disciplining a vampire and the vampire servant, husband, the vampire develops feelings for the man and becomes his wife along with the vampire. As vampires not only crush vampires' noble pride, but may also become rivals for their husbands, vampires must find them to be truly fearsome foes. Even a small vampire child holds her own against her vampiric mother. The vampire may know that her daughter is a vampire destined one day to be her enemy, but every time she sees her she cannot help but smile, knowing she is the progeny of the man she loves. The vampire is doomed to dote on her daughter and raise her to be a potent vampire. Vampires are sometimes assaulted with an impulse to suck blood, inherited from their vampire lineage, but usually repress it. It is said that if they come to know the sweet taste of a man's blood once, the human halves of their being will be corrupted by their monstrosity. Never again will they be able to resist their urge to suck blood on their accompanying drive to fornicate. So this
Boy,
sucks.
yeah. Yeah, excuse the pun. Yeah, it sucks. I'm glad we made plain tier.
Mm.
I mean,
I mean, honestly,
Possibly bottom tier, honestly.
I mean, the only thing that raises it above is the vampire Oyakodon, the fucking
Yeah.
mother-daughter sex.
Yeah,
I mean,
I did think about that.
that is the only thing that like saved this. Everything else, this is just a human bitch. I have
Yeah,
no
like,
interest.
the thing that was cool about the vampire, like one of the things, is that they have the society where, like, because they're powerful monsters, they believe themselves superior to humans.
Mm.
That is a societal thing. Here, vampires are just born to be vampire hunters and disciplined vampire. That doesn't make any sense. It would make sense for one vampire to be like that, or a
Yeah.
few to like make a group
It-
that's like, oh,
yeah,
we don't like how men are treated by the vampires. We want
Yeah.
to fix that.
yeah. If
But
there
it
was
doesn't
like
make sense for it to be a whole species.
yeah, a culture of vampire hunters is good, you know, because that's what it would be. But yeah, species.
It's just
But
very dumb.
but a species that is inclined towards Oyakodon and mm,
And
to
I do
white.
think I would like to be a vampire and have a vampire wife. There is something there that is
Yes.
cool, but it's not
But,
in the
like,
text.
Yeah.
it is just this is just establishing that she's just a regular human woman, and there's really nothing else that
Yeah.
interesting. I was thinking bottom tip, but it is really just like this flavor text image. That
Yeah, that we
Yeah,
cannot
no.
show. It is
I
the
would not put it
vampire,
on
and the
bottom.
vampire very, seductive looking at you with their tits out.
Yeah, corruption squared.
yeah.
When a man in bondage to a vampire is visited by a vampire hunter, he may end up gaining two wives at once, the vampire and the hunter. Yeah, that is pretty appealing.
Yeah.
That is indeed the only thing that saves this. I would not argue against this situation.
Mm. Yeah, I guess we don't really have that much to say.
Oh,
Yeah, it exists too much in the vampire's shadow to really do anything.
yeah, like I believe in D&D, at least from what I know. Like vampires have more of a lore, more of a like they don't like they split off from vampires to kind of like make their own society, and there's like differences and whatnot. So it can be an interesting concept. Here, it's really not presented as an interesting concept.
Yeah, you know what? We're gonna jump ahead to the very
Yeah.
last volume 2.
Very plain.
That was very fast.
Noichi.
Okay. Huh. Wouldn't think of that concept for a monster girl.
I mean, it makes
That
sense.
concept for a
there's-
succubi?
she's like a ninja girl that seduces the emperor and then kills you. But like, what if that?
Wouldn't this
was
just
succubus?
be a succubus with a profession?
No, you
No,
see.
no. As was established, if you have a profession, that makes you an entirely different species.
I mean, a woman who fights could only be a monster.
That's true.
This looks like the boring mobile game ad YouTube would throw you. This looks
Yeah.
insanely
it really does.
generic.
This
There's
is.
nothing that appealing about this.
Are you
No.
looking for an AI? Are you looking for an AI girlfriend? Yeah.
Master, I'm ready to fight for you.
I hope, like in Mortal Kombat, when she takes off the mask, there's like a weird mouth, scary, lost teeth. That'd be cool.
Oh, that would be cool.
But
The only thing I like about this design is that the horns and the tail are like a mimicry because they seem to be made out of steel. That is the only thing I like about this.
Are those horns? Or I thought it was just like a hair clip.
Well, maybe they aren't actual horns, but they are clearly meant to look like horns. But since she's a kunoichi, she uses steel weapons, so they are made out of steel. Or at least look like it. I know this one's bad. This one's very bad.
Yeah, this is like just probably one of the most bland kunoichi designs I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think there's like hotter girls in like actual like, you know, ninja game stuff. Yeah. You know, like Ninja Gaiden probably. I don't know, I've actually never played a Ninja Gaiden, but you know what I mean.
I'm trying to come up with things to say about this one, but it's just
I don't know, I'm gonna zoom in a little bit to see if there's any interesting.
Like
also, this girl ain't killing shit. She's using reverse grip. She's not dangerous.
Oh. Yeah, looking at the boots, just kind of like if I look exclusively at that section, the boots and the thigh highs, like the fishnets, kind of reminds me of Taimani Miyazaki a little bit. But that's like stretching it quite a bit. Which is a better, more sexy design.
Isn't the like knee protection on her leg very clearly misplaced? Like
it might be a little bit too high up and like a little bit off center.
Yeah, too high and like leaning to the right. It isn't
like,
standing in front of her knee. The other one is.
Like if her knee joint was here, then her whole leg is like fucked up.
Yeah,
but
like
clearly,
it's totally twisted.
Very twisted.
It's like it's more here, and then these are just like the wrong way around.
What is the gold thing on her? What is the gold thing on her scarf? What the fuck is that?
Yeah,
I think it's just like an emblem. I think it's like a leaf.
Yeah, look, I'm trying to identify what it is. It just looks like noise.
It looks like an AI artifact.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I know it's not, but it really looks like it because it's so undefined. Wait, it kind of looks like a face, like the two eyes. The two circles are eyes. It looks like a little guy.
Oh yeah, it kind of looks like a Maple Story.
Yeah.
If he was a little guy, I would be a little bit more endeared about this one.
Or maybe this part here is a snail, and this is just random junk. I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah, this one's bad.
Read the lore.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think anyone wants to linger in this one.
Kunoichi. Family, Succubi. Type, Fiend. Habitat, the mountains and human settlements of Zipango. Nature, devoted, calm, and lacking in emotional expression. Diet, the essence of human man. I mean, I am also lacking in emotional expression, so...
I like how we all pronounce Zipango or Zipango like differently.
It's probably Zipango. Anyway, the Kunoichi is a variant of the Succubus that has undergone an independent evolution. They live in remote, quote-unquote, shinobi villages?
So are they not shinobi villages, or... What do you mean, quote-unquote, shinobi villages?
Yeah, like, it is like... Yeah. What the hell?
I live in a quote-unquote house.
Yeah.
quote
in quote
unquote
unquote
literally.
England, in quote unquote Brazil.
Your
Quote, unquote,
package
Brazil.
came in the mail, often concealed deep in the mountains. Kunoichi traced their lineage from human ninja, some of whom were turned into Succubi upon the rise of the current overlord. Compared to Succubi proper, they exhibit atrophy of the wings, but have markedly superior physical abilities which enable them to travel with feathery agility. Their tails are long and thin, but robust, useful not only for restraining and carrying prey, but as hooks for scaling walls and ceilings with alacrity. Trained in a number of disciplines from an early age, they are skilled in stealth and close-range combat, and wield arts known as quote-unquote ninpo, such as the quote-unquote art of division, which serves to confuse their opponents. It is confusing me. They are also proficient in man-enamoring sexual techniques known as quote arts of the bed chamber unquote, and are demonstrably excellent as sex fiends. Kunoichi are thus well known as an outstanding covert unity. They are often dispatched from their villages as the mercenaries of powerful monsters throughout the world, not just in Zipango, and for humans of pro-monster domains. Kunoichi carry out a variety of missions, by and large centering on espionage. Those with the most experience, however, are assigned the most vital missions, quote-unquote assassinations. The targets are usually human men of anti-monster forces. The objective is incapacitation. Though the term assassination is used, life is not taken. The assigned Kunoichi slips into the target's bedroom undetected, no matter how impregnable the castle might seem, and copulates with him. This is the stupidest shit I have read in my whole life.
It really is.
What the actual?
Is.
Why is this a race? Like 1,000 years ago,
really
my ancestor made this steel shit. So now, I mean, I guess he became Tetsuo the Iron Man. It's just a part of his body now. And the fucking quote unquote assassination, just fucking kill the guy.
No, you can't kill the man. That takes away from the.
Then why is she carrying weapons? What are those used for?
Those only cut your
incapacitate.
mana.
Yeah, they cut your mana, obviously.
The assigned Kunoichi slips into the target's bedroom undetected, no matter how impregnable the castle might seem, and copulates with him. It is for this moment alone that day after day she honed her body and the arts of the bedchamber, which now crush the will and steal the heart of the target. Should the man hold a powerful position, the Kunoichi will take control of him by filling the man with her love and pleasure. She makes him her helpless puppet, so much so that even if he belongs to an anti-monster force, he will betray them for her monstrous allies. He then erodes his domain from within, turning it into a pro-monster domain. When this monster-style assassination is complete, and that one is not under quotes, even though it should be, the Kunoichi installs her prisoner as the new lord and serves him as his loyal advisor, aiding her lord's policies to realize a pro-monster domain with love and devotion. When the man has fulfilled...
I'm actually
Yeah?
kind of like, my mind is broken by this fucking using it, quotation marks incorrectly. Sorry, carry on.
So bad.
Let's carry on.
When the man has fulfilled his purpose... When the man has fulfilled his purpose, is exposed to danger, or lacks useful authority from the start, she whisks him away to her shinobi village. So it is a shinobi village, because this is not under quotation marks. As her husband to produce offspring, effectively wiping him off the face of the earth, as far as other humans are concerned. Such a mission is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for a Kunoichi. It is her aspiration and dream. All Kunoichi grow up dreaming of a mission in which they can seize a man they love. It is no exaggeration to say that all their days of training have been for this one mission. If a Kunoichi is attracted to a particular man in the course of her ordinary duties, he will ultimately become her target in an assassination mission. Such a mission is considered more important than the assassinations assigned by the shinobi village. Thus, men should not be complacent simply because they are not key figures in anti-monster domains. After she seizes the man, their day-in, day-out couplings become her top priority. As such, it is typical for her to recede from the field and focus on producing and rearing successors. Kunoichi tend to be reticent and close-handed with their emotions. One reason given for this, however, is that their primogenitor told them The feelings and heart of the individual are to be shown only to the husband who she truly loves. I think
So
this
this
one
is in
sapped my laughers away.
this one is in quote unquote bottom tier.
Yeah.
Absolutely. No questions asked.
This might be the worst one so far.
I mean, it's
At least the
it's
lava golem was funny, and at least
Yeah.
the slime carrier, like it's terrifying, and I want nothing to
yeah.
do with it. This one's just bad. It's just really bad.
Also, who the fuck has this fantasy? It's so specific.
Yeah, like a very specific. Okay, a fantasy of being in an anti-monster force, of being, you know, there's like a faction as well that's like, no, we can't have men copulating with monster women. That's fucking stupid. I want to be a general in that, and then I want to have my castle impregnated and then abducted and taken towards the shinobi village.
Yeah. It's the fantasy of being so not racist that women of all races want to have sex with you. And instead of with the other guys because they are racist.
Oh. Kenko Cross, what the fuck?
Man, what the fuck
This is so weird. Like,
I mean,
Kinko
I-
Cross
I'll
feels a need to make every monster girl drag you to their domain, even when it makes no goddamn sense.
I mean,
No.
like Zipangu is already like a, you know, ancient Japan type esque place. It's like a fill-in for that, and so it has like more onis and, you know, stuff like that. And so that's. But like, yeah, like I don't know why there's like, uh, like, I mean, I guess there is somewhat of appeal. Like, I guess I would like to live in a shinobi village. I guess
Quote
that
unquote
appeals to
Shinobi
me.
Village.
You know, Shinobi 3, that's a cool game. I don't. It's not as like exciting as like being taken to the bottom of the ocean or to another realm or, you know, the fairy kingdom or the cat kingdom. It's the shinobi village. Who the fuck?
It's just a rural, like, little village where you till the fields and, you know,
Yeah,
make
but
ninja tools.
even then it doesn't fit because I mean I understand the fantasy of wanting to leave everything behind and become a thread wife and like a cottagecore thread wife, building a farm with your man or something like that. But if it's a shinobi village, like that implies danger, that implies happening. So it
Yeah.
doesn't even fit the imagery of finding like a peaceful place in the countryside.
No. Yeah, this is like like your offspring will go out and fight, or at the very least go seduce, you know, fucking ice agents or whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, every time a new man like comes into village, the guys are like around him. They're like, "You too, right?" Yeah, it's fucking sucks. We can't leave the mountain. They kind of just do this.
It just seems like a boring fate.
Yeah,
I
it's such a
hate living in
nothing
the shinobi.
story.
I hate living in the shinobi village. There's no Wi-Fi. I can't go on 4chan. This sucks.
Yeah.
Can't have shit in the shinobi village.
All right.
Do you
Okay.
have
What?
you know, like
There's no second. There's no
possibly
image. There's no image.
possibly
Thankfully.
volume 3 girl?
2 hours in. Both of you all right? There's 4 more girls we need to cover.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I'm
We all
totally
right?
fine.
All right. Well,
I
I've
mean,
already
if
posted
we
it in
ended
the
on
chat.
if we ended on this, I would be devastated.
That would be very sad.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
Okay, so these are all the new ones.
yeah, it's in the chat. It's my turn to read. But let me. First one up,
Okay.
Bullrog.
Okay. I joked last
Oh,
time that I allowed Kenko Cross to make a lava succubus, and he went and did it.
this looks like a gacha character, but in a cool way. Like the
Yeah.
design sensibility is very different from the encyclopedia.
Yeah, these new ones generally have some more striking designs, I would say.
I mean, like all sharp angles, which is like a common way of showing danger and evil, like all triangles and spikes.
Yeah, good shape language.
I like the hair as well.
What's
The
Bullrog from?
I
Like
believe it's from Lord of the Rings. It's original from Lord of the Rings.
This is something that
Oh,
I
okay.
should know, but I have not read Lord of the Rings. As far as I'm
Okay.
aware, he came up with it, but I don't know if it was based on anything.
Yeah.
Oh, she has like a little skull hanging on from like
Oh
her
yeah.
her coat, some part of her coat.
Oh, didn't notice that.
Yeah. No,
Yeah, it's
this
a
is.
little skull thing. Cute.
Yeah. No, like these. The extra ones definitely is like a step up in design. Like so
Yeah.
far, like we put both of the extra girls into wife tier. So it's
No.
been a good track record so far.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like.
No.
I
Like the
noticed this one has like the hooves on her boots, which is
Yes.
an interesting way to incorporate that.
yeah.
Yeah. It's like another like. It's sort of like a biological part of her, maybe, but it also could just be like a boot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the
And this design's
different
cool.
colors of her hair. I like how
Yeah.
Yeah.
punk she is. She has this like big ass, like exaggerated bracelets that obviously aren't even hanging from her wrists, but it looks cool.
Yeah. I really
Her
like her
coat,
jacket.
yeah, her jacket. She even
Yeah.
has like a metal thing on her tail.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the sort of like this sort of weird impractical skirt,
Oh,
and it has like
that's a
this orange
tail.
inside.
Because it looks like a whip, right? Because Balrog has a whip. So like, he took
Is it
that
a
and made
Oh
it into a
yeah.
tail or
tail.
is it a whip?
I mean,
Right.
I think it's a tail because it doesn't look like she's holding it.
yeah, like the tails always look like this for all the succubi. If you look at the end,
Hmm.
but
Yeah.
this one, yeah, they
Yeah,
like
like
turned the
the
whip into the tail.
texture is like a whip, yeah.
That's cool. That's
That is a
actually
good design choice, yeah.
Hmm.
I love her huge ass horns too. It's cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
and the way her sort of like tongue is like a more brighter orange, darker red. That like makes it
So
look hot.
Yeah.
what do you two think of this like kind of sweet looking undergown that she has that shows like the very higher up part of her hips? You can see some skin. Because I'm personally not a fan of that. I think she'd look cooler if it was just like a single piece of clothing. Like a dress like.
Hmm. I like which part are you talking about? Like the leotard she's kind of wearing?
Yeah, it's like a leotard
Uh
nightgown, but then there's like this. It's a kind of like a
Yeah.
skirt with like
yeah.
that's like wrapped around her
So
body.
right
Yeah.
above the skirt you can see a little bit of skin. And the
Hmm.
undergown that she has just like doubles as her panties. So it like just
Yeah.
those two things are things that I'm not a fan of. I mean, she's like
I
this
like
punk
it.
rocker, so I would like her to have this like big ass coat and just like a
Hmm.
coat that doubles as a dress, kind of. But this is something that,
I
like,
mean,
a lot of character designs have this type of undergown, and I'm not a fan of it.
I like it. I do feel that this design might have worked better with if it was like a 2-piece instead of a one
Yeah.
piece.
Yeah. No, I think I
Like,
agree.
if like the crotch area was the same, like yellow orange to stand out more.
Yeah.
Yeah, part of me feel like this is like too like there's obviously like a showing off sort of like it's a very bold design, but some of it is like this seems too impractical for something she'd actually want to wear. She'd like
Mm.
she instead of like having like a one piece thing, she might have like a mini skirt instead. Or
Yeah,
like yeah.
Yeah.
definitely like that more.
Oh, I just noticed
Still,
she's kind of like a
Yeah,
Gyaru
maybe.
as well.
yeah.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Like a punk Gyaru. I
I
can be
like
into that.
how, like, broken her wings look. I think that adds a lot to it.
Hmm.
Yeah, good design. Really,
Yeah,
really
very
like this one.
striking. Yeah. I mean, so far we're not like huge into like the fire ones. No, actually, the candlesmith we were into, the
Yeah.
candlegeist, we were into that. So let's see how this one holds up.
Please do not cook me into bacon.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, Succubus family, fiend type, brilliant. Borog. Habitat, volcanic regions. Disposition, bold, arrogant, lustful. Diet, human men's essence.
A human man's essence.
Yeah.
Sounds so strange.
Yeah, even like family Succubus. Now it's Succubus family.
Yeah.
Now it's an actual family. They're gonna go on tour.
Yeah, they're all one big happy family, except for the Kunoichi. She's
Oh yeah.
yeah, she's kind of on. She
We
does her own
don't
thing.
talk about that one.
Um, there is much remaining ancient lore regarding the great fiends of flame known as Balrogs, who were once monstrosities said to take in and store vast quantities of flame mana from volcanoes, which would overflow, reefing their entire bodies in hellfire that could incinerate all of their enemies. These beings were always raging with fury and rampaging with tremendous might, like all-consuming flames. But they were also excellent warriors, who could change flames into the shape of swords and skillfully wield them in battle. Their burning tails were sharp and long, almost like whips, and just one swing could scorch and hollow out a mountain. Yeah, so you're right. Their tails are like whips.
Yep.
As like
Although I wouldn't describe whips as sharp.
Oh no, there's like I mean like it is like sort of cuts you almost.
Yeah, but it's more like it's not because like sharp, right?
Well, it,
Yeah.
it does say sharp and long, almost like whips.
Okay.
I think it's saying that
Oh
those are
yeah,
two
there's no
different
comma.
things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough.
In the present, although they are great fiends who rule volcanic strongholds, they have transformed into hedonistic monsters who like to dress up and spend time hanging out in town with their pyro minions, who will be coming up later.
Oh.
But their greatest joy is to get it on with the man they love. They say their former fury lies dormant, but they are just as fierce and impulsive as ever, and immensely covetous
Covetous.
as well. For whenever they want something, they have to have it, and they do whatever they want. Further, these extremely arrogant and proud great fiends boast of themselves being women of the highest caliber too, and as such consider that a suitable husband must be among the greatest of men to be a proper match. After verifying what their husbands were actually like, they were mostly famous individuals and men of excellence with exuberant personalities, adored by countless of people and monsters, who naturally become the center of attention. A Balrog's husband is invariably that sort of man. When interacting with her beloved husband, a Balrog's pride as a great fiend goes out of the door, and she'll surrender herself to the man as a passionately fawning lover and just become immersed in the joy of being desired and made love to. Man, these extra pages, I am not getting used to that punctuation.
It is not great.
So then, you'd expect that the husbands they chose would already be champions, heroes, or successful men accomplished in various fields. But that doesn't necessarily seem to be the case. For an actual example, I'll record a story told to me by a husband of a certain Borog. Whoa, okay. A man famous for ruling as the king of a certain volcanic kingdom on behalf of his utterly hedonistic spouse. One day...
This is like the first time we get like an
Yeah.
account
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
them.
Yeah,
Good
this
job,
actually,
Kenko Cross.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was one of our complaints last episode.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I specifically complained about the lack
Yes.
of personal records.
yeah, it's taken him a little bit while. Taken him a little while.
He's
But he's gone now.
improving. Proud of our boy.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, fucking little scamp. Happy for him. For ruling as the king of a certain volcanic kingdom on behalf of his utterly hedonistic spouse. One day, a beautiful woman casually called out to him in town. Soon, they were joined. It turned out the woman was a Borog, but at the time, the man was merely the second son of a small bakery in town. In other words, seemingly a very average youth. At the time, he certainly was average, but as he says, from the moment he met her, it felt as if something was flaring up from deep within. The force of the raging flames easily pushed him to overcome all fear, bewilderment, and resignation. Never would these flames smolder out, not even after his many repeated failures. This gave him the passion to claim the woman he had fallen for as his own, and motivated him to become the kind of man that anyone would recognize as a king through days and days of training. Even now, the flames have yet to die, instead raging even more violently, providing an endless font of vigor. Thus, the man never tires, and with that overflowing energy, a seething lust, wells up with an endless stamina. Especially after finishing some task he was supposed to do, after finishing some task he was supposed to do, or whatever,
Or whatever.
Yeah,
When
or
they would normally
whatever,
be desired-
semicolon.
when they would normally be a desire for rest. Instead, an urge so powerful must be vented out, it would drive him crazy. Comes over him. And always in attendance at his side, repeatedly he tempted him provocatively as it to fan that urge and direct it towards herself, is his lover, enraptured and ready to surrender to his embrace, anticipated the moment that she'll be carried off to bed, which would happen at any time. Whereas before he would have never thought of approaching a woman, now he can't stand to go without doing her, and whenever there's free time, they spend it engaged in sex. I asked several other people, but this phenomenon of mental and physical invigoration it seemed in all men chosen by Borogs. Though through scholarly research, it was discovered that Borogs are monsters that serve the role of controlling volcanoes to prevent eruptions by taking the mana overflowing from volcanoes into themselves and releasing it outside. It's likely that in antiquity, Borogs released it by going on rampages, but in the present, that ferocity, that is to say, going berserk due to an excess of energy, it is entirely unheard of. So how do they currently release it? It seems not only do they imbue themselves with vast quantities of mana taken from a volcano, they also infuse the men they chose with it. These highly desirous girls also choose the men they love, and always get them. Further, they wish for the men they love, the men they chose, to become one of the greatest men to be a suitable partner. And if so, then that too is inevitable.
I need this woman in my life to fix me.
Yeah, she's
this
great.
Yeah, this
I love
is
her
good. This is-
personality.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like this one.
Yeah, this is way. Man, this is good.
Yeah. I can't believe Kenko Cross looked at flames and went, what if it was a metaphor?
Yeah.
Like, it's not about making your dick hot until it explodes like a sausage bursting open in like hot coals. No, it's like the flames of youth, of desire, of
Yes.
Yeah.
Ah,
And what if there was
good.
like an unfolding narrative instead of just being like covered in like lava sludge sex? It's like it's like this narrative of a young boy who falls in love with this hot woman, and you know he is transformed inside and out through her
Yeah.
flames, and you know she is this very powerful being that does control the volcanic manor, but she also releases it instead of going on rampages through you, and you become
yeah,
one of the greatest.
That is so
yeah,
fucking cool.
This is rad.
Yeah, like, oh man, like that she will find someone she loves, and if it's not someone who's like great, she'll make them great, and she'll not stop
yeah.
until it works. Like that's really good. Like she will make me finish Harpy story.
She's bold and arrogant, much like myself.
And lustful.
Much like myself. Yeah, this one's just good all around.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
this is a whole step up from Kunoichi.
Oh
So
wow, it's
Oh,
like
many steps up.
it's
complete opposite
they are
sides.
literally on opposite ends of the tier list.
Yeah.
All right, it's in the chat.
Okay, is it
Banshee,
the next one straight up?
Banshee. Yeah,
Okay, Banshee.
yeah. And this I can actually like zoom in doing it this
Yeah.
way. So this is better. Banshee.
Alright, I once knew what the folklore around Banshee is, but I completely forgot. But I know that they're popularly like they sing you to death or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah. I
mean,
know that.
much like women, they're hysterical and scream a lot until you die.
Oh well, looking up Banshee immediately. It's a 4-season show. What the fuck?
Oh boy.
Yep, it's an old Irish woman of the
Oh yeah, makes
Fairyland
sense.
who heralds the death of a family member, usually by screaming, wailing, shrieking, or keening. Her name is connected to the mythology imported to tumuli, or mounds, that dot the Irish countryside, which are known as Sid.
Sid.
Old Irish. Yeah, so what do we think? What do we think of Banshee?
Banshee, well, she is very goth.
Yes.
I'm very certain I have seen a character that looks so similar to this one. It might just be fan art of this, because this looks extremely familiar.
I am not sure I've seen that.
I mean, it sort of reminds me of like the depiction of death in the DC. You know who like Thanos
yeah.
originally like fucking sacrificed half the universe in
Maybe-
order to fuck death. Kind of
Maybe
looks like that.
could be a fate girl as well.
Could be.
I'm not
yeah.
sure what, but
Yeah, this is definitely a hot goth girl who represents death.
Yeah.
This is what she definitely looks like,
yeah.
and this is good.
Yeah, I like the see-through like kind of loincloth.
Oh yeah.
Part of her dress.
Once again, has
There's
little skulls around the clothing, which is just like a little cute thing.
Yeah,
Gotta love
they're
little
yeah, funny.
guys.
I hope they they can cackle and stuff.
They talk. Each of them has a different personality.
I like how
Mind your
there's
own
like
business,
some...
bonehead. Like that, yeah.
Oh, that's fun. Yeah, there's some like some patterns of like There's like a heart pattern in the center right above her crotch, and some
Oh
other
yeah.
patterns around, kind of
Yeah.
framing the whole region. It's good.
There is something we have to talk about though.
Okay.
Pointy tits.
Yes. Right.
Yeah, I noticed
Not a
that.
not a not a fan of pointy tits, and these are very pointy tits.
Have
Yeah, they are
what?
a little too pointy.
What have you never read Triag X? Come on, pointy tits are awesome. Torpedo tits are awesome.
You never play Final Fantasy VII in the PS1 and look at Tifa's triangular ass tits and be like, yeah.
No, I have never, in fact.
Or yeah, Lara Croft. Yeah.
I mean,
Perfect triangles.
gotta love a hot goth girl, but just, I mean, kinda so much of a hot goth girl that I wish there was more to it. Like, it loops back around to being strangely one note.
Hmm.
I think I really like the crying makeup though.
Oh,
It's
yeah, of
good.
Yeah,
course.
Yeah.
I do
Yeah.
like that, yeah.
Yeah, no, I see what you mean though. It's like it's sort of yeah, it's not like too unique of a design. Yeah, I think like in comparison to like because like so many types of these types of designs exist out there in fiction that like she doesn't
Yeah.
stand out amongst contemporaries.
Yeah, like I guess, the intent's to make her kind of ghostly and whatnot, but also the colors all kind of blend together in the way
Hmm.
that they're said. There's not nothing like highlighting a certain part of her design. They're just very like very balanced, I guess, in a way. In a way that doesn't really make any part of the design really stand out that much. Well, shall we read?
Go for it. I believe it's your turn, Ellen.
Alright. Banshee, Succubus family, undead type. Habitat, cemeteries, human settlements. Disposition, gloomy and devoted. And diet, the essence of human man. Monsters of dark, melancholic beauty who drape their deathly pale white skin in black garments. They are feared as omens of death and are said to appear before people on the verge of death. Okay. Weeping and wailing, but it's just that they have the ability to foresee the death of humans, not that they are death bringers. Death, death, death.
Mm.
Yeah, that
They
whole
themselves,
part was very bad.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, they're death, and they appear when there's death and foresee death. Cool. They themselves are actually compassionate monsters who are saddened by the death and suffering of humans. What's more, it's in their nature to be drawn to those who give off an air of death, and if the person happens to be a human man, then she'll be attracted to him as a woman and develop powerful feelings of affection. These banshees are a race who serves Hel, okay, goddess of life and death. That all right, we're confusing our mythologies once more. Glad we're
Mm.
back on that track. And the power of the goddess is imbued in their voice when they wail for those approaching death. Those who die while listening to a banshee's wailing have the agony of death mitigated by the goddess' blessing and will end up rising as undead after death.
Yeah, that's a little
In the
bit
age of
redundant. Yeah.
yeah,
Rising as undead, you could have just left it there.
yeah. In the age of the former Mamono lords, even though the banshees of yore had the power to foresee death, and were terribly drawn to the dying, that's all there was to them. It said that there was nothing they could do but mourn and grieve when their loved ones died right before their very eyes. It was only after the goddess Hel took pity upon them and welcomed them as her underlings that they acquired their present abilities. In the modern faith of the goddess of life and death, banshees, as servants of the goddess who guide the living into undeath. This is one of the curses and blessings unbreakable by death that the goddess has given to humanity. When the dead are reanimated by their power, just as in the case of necromancy, human women will easily resurrect as undead monsters, but resurrecting men requires the restoration and maintenance of the power to produce essence. So a semi-permanent supply of mana will be required, namely a monster to copulate with the resurrected man as his partner and continue to provide mana. That's when the other power imbued in a banshee's voice comes into play. Though melancholic, their beautiful wailing arouses carnal desire in man soon after resurrection, when a man's capacity for thought is shaky, directing his unsettled consciousness at the banshee. Just as a man rises as an undead, he'll end up sexually assaulting the banshee wailing beside him. In other words, they offer their own bodies as a sacrifice to the men that they guide into undeath, and eternally continue comforting their husbands' souls in love with love and pleasure. Furthermore, they are extremely easily moved to tears. Besides the death of a human, they also weep over little things, and all those tears arouse carnal desire in their husband, making lust after them. If their husband is sad, they shed tears as if it were their own sadness, consoling their husband by venting his gloomy feelings in the form of lust. They soon shed tears, of course, when their beloved man rises as undead, but also whenever something makes them happy, such as when their husband whispers to them of love. Such tears also incite lust in their husband, and the joy of having sex with their husband also causes them to let out tearful cries of ecstasy, which turns him on even more. Death, 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 death. Die the death, sentenced to death. Great equalizer is death.
This was so poorly written that it doesn't even feel as if it was written by the same person.
Yeah.
Like, this feels like a summit that was translated into 3 different languages.
Yeah.
And then just copy-pasted. Like, the text itself, not the content. The text is so bad.
Yeah, it's very badly written.
Yeah, I mean, it's all fucking translated by, like, the same people. And it's written by the same guy. Yeah.
How did...
Then it's just the text that is really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, this... Okay, so... excusing the redundancy of every single sentence in this whole description for a second, there was, like, a little moment in this last 2 lines in the first paragraph, right? Where when she sees a human man who's very sad, she is, like, attracted to him and develops, deep feelings, powerful feelings of affection. You see, that was almost, that brought a smile to my face. I'm like, oh man, I'm a sad boy. I'm fucking Sato from Welcome to the HK. That's literally me. She's like, yeah, Misaki, but with huge tits and a goth. Whoa, awesome. But then, like, as it went on, I was like, I don't want this at all. I mean, there's like, I mean, I can imagine, like, it would be like a cute for relationship between 2 characters where it's like he's crying and then she cries and then they have sex. I can imagine that sort of.
Yeah.
Sad sex.
But it is
sad girl sex.
I'm not attracted to this constant crying, like. I mean, it, like, what this does is it does sort of, like, bridge a gap for when we get to, like, the undead girls. We're gonna get to, like, zombies. We're gonna have a ghost episode. And so this does, like, bridge a gap. Like, oh, this is... The Banshee is what creates the zombie girls and the ghost girls, seemingly. And so that's interesting from like a lore, like filling that little, adding that in there. It's a good like lore wise, I guess. But also, uh, as like a girl that I would be attracted to, it's just not really for me.
Yeah. It's too much sadness, too much crying.
Too much death, too much sex.
I do like this, but not for like a relationship. Not for me,
Yeah.
but it's not that I
Yes.
don't get it. Like the first off, like death as a sympathetic figure, cool. I do
Yeah.
that. In fact, kind of a recurrent motive in a lot of stuff I've seen that I like. The idea of uh just like the gloominess of it is something that, once again, cool. I like it, but not for me. I think it's interesting as like a story beat.
Yeah.
It's really hard reading through this to find stuff to say because I'm reading the same line over and over again.
Yeah. It's very redundant.
Well, fucking, he really hit it out the park with that last one, and now we're right back. We're right back
Yeah.
to where we started
Yeah.
at the end
Yeah.
of
One
volume
thing that I
two.
found really fucking odd. Uh Besides the death of a human, they also weep over little things, and all those tears are all Scarlet desiring their husband, making him lust after them. That is a personality thing. Why would that be a thing that happens to the husbands? Maybe it does if you have that personality, or maybe it doesn't. So, very just strange way of
Well, it
describing
says that
that.
their wailing arouses carnal desire.
Yeah.
Although I cannot imagine myself looking at this woman crying and screaming and be like, yeah!
I mean, she does look hot with like the crying,
Yeah. But if she was like on the
especially like the
floor,
makeup.
like if she was on the
Yeah,
floor
crying over little
crying,
things, overly
Yeah.
sensitive.
and then like the little skull guys go, haha, that guy's got a boner. That's
Boner!
I'm gonna be into that.
Boner. And I mean, she is all about bones, so
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think there's much more for me to
Yeah.
yeah,
say.
it's very, very plain when it comes to sexual attraction.
Yeah. Hot design, but the large is kinda whatever.
Alright, I think we can move on to the next one, probably.
Next one.
Night
Ooh.
Gaunt.
Okay,
Night
no
Gaunt.
idea what that is. Night Gaunt.
Yeah, Lovecraft, it seems. Another Lovecraft.
Oh,
Wait.
okay. Oh yeah, it's
Which
kind of like a
love?
gargoyle
Hmm.
thing.
Night Gaunt. Oh, I'm trying to remember if I've read this one.
Are a species of flying creatures in the Cthulhu mythos who first appeared in H.P. Lovecraft's novella, The Dream Quest of the Unknown Kadath.
Yeah.
They inhabit Earth's dreamlands and are described as having smooth, whale-like skin, long, slender humanoid bodies, curving horns, leather-bat wings, and a blank expanse of flesh where one might expect a face to be. Bleh.
Oh, this is one of the Randolph Carter novels. Not novels, short stories. Have I
I see.
read this one? I think I have. But hmm.
Alright, so you complained about pointy tits last time. I think
Yeah.
I'm kind of on this one. I definitely agree with you.
Yeah.
This is a bit weird.
Okay, I
I will
don't.
say I mean, immediately kind of drawn by how slimy she looks.
Yeah, that is interesting.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, night gaunts have like whale-like skin, so it does give like It's like smooth and slimy. Yeah.
Yeah, I would almost have expected this to be a slime girl. It kind of reminds me a bit of the dark slime, I believe. Kind of bit, the Shogoth was
Oh, the
also
Shogoth. Oh
slime.
yeah, Shogoth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was also a HB
Because you
Lovecraft
can
girl.
see her wing is literally dripping,
Hmm.
and so is her tail. There's a lot of dripping parts of this, which I do like. I do think it's pretty alluring.
Sorry, I was confirming if I had read the Dreamcast Quest of Unknown Kadaf. I have not. I'm catching up to looking at this design and thinking about it.
Alright.
Big fan of her horns. Like they are tentacles, but they kind of look like horns.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Like the
horns are cool.
purple goo. She's
Yeah,
like
this like
this thing taking shape. Not at least that's how it looks to me. It's something else trying to take the shape of a human woman. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
There is something
Like
to
when I look at
this.
this design, I can only think of the physical experience of holding her, just how we would feel.
Yeah, like a bag full of water.
Otherwise, looking at like the individual elements, I don't think there's anything that really sticks out to me.
what's that one Pokemon? Is it like a Slazzle?
The 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 lizard one,
Yeah.
yeah,
One that's like a bold
Salazzle.
woman.
Okay,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
read a piece
scaly
of
one.
trivia here. Trivia. Nightgowns were originally inspired by a recurrent nightmare Lovecraft had as a child of around 6 or 7. Now I'm imagining Lovecraft like having dreams about this specific design. And to be like, "Whoa, fuck! What is that? That looks so unlike everything I've ever seen." So like, I guess the horror was anime all along.
Oh boy, wish I had nightmares like this.
Yeah. Do like
Yeah,
the
I'm kind
big
of like
old hands on the wings as well.
yeah,
Oh
like
yeah.
I'm very like transfixed by this design. I'm not sure
Mm.
if I'm saying like, oh, this is like really attractive, but I am like transfixed by this design.
Yeah.
It's not
Just one that
sexually
just hard
attractive
to
to me,
stop
but it's a
looking
very
at.
cool design.
Yeah.
Well, Succubus family, demon type, nightgown. Habitat, underground caves. Disposition, indifferent, obedient, malicious. Diet, the mana of human man.
These have all
That's
been
different.
yeah, they've all been different so far. Like it
Yeah.
was like human man's essence, and then the essence of human man, and now it's the manner of human man.
Oh, is it the same thing then?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I guess probably.
Though the disposition, indifferent, obedient, and malicious are all kind of oxymorons, somewhat,
Yeah.
which is interesting actually. I wouldn't say it's like bad for now, but I'm like, yeah, that's like an
Yeah.
interesting part.
Demons of a bizarre appearance who have their whole body covered in a black film, and one of the races of monsters belonging to the abyss. They are poor at expressing emotion, and it's difficult to read their intentions from their expression. Since they serve someone and basically act in accordance with their master's will, it's hard to tell what they themselves are thinking. But if a human strikes their fancy, they will soar through the sky and carry him where he wants to go. Conversely, if they don't care for a human, apparently they will snatch him up and carry him off into the sky, only to drop him right in the middle of a swarm of monsters in heat. So it seems that they do indeed have emotions, thus kind of killing the whole point of the character building of them being different. That's not in the text, by the way.
Hmm.
Okay.
Normally, they lurk in dark places such as underground or in caves, but when night falls, they fly around the sky, intent on swooping down on human men who strike their fancy and wrestling them. Their behavior after that is quite eccentric. After binding a man, they don't go straight to attempting copulation, instead only caressing him intently. At a glance, from the way it looks as their beautifully moving fingertips stroke a man's body, it even seems as though they are tickling the man. But the purpose of this behavior is to coat the man's body in the mucus secreted by their own body. Mucus is thoroughly and persistently plastered all over a man, from his face and chest all the way down to his lower parts. And as it permeates his body, so too does the pleasure induced by their caresses intensify. A man whose expression was filled with disgust and bewilderment at the beginning will end up grinning lewdly later on. At this point, they finally seek to copulate with the man, and after even his mind has been violated by the mucus, he will not refuse it. In fact, sometimes the man will end up attempting to initiate intercourse on his own. The pleasure induced by their body is painted over a man's mind along with the mucus, and once a man has known it, he won't be able to stop grinning lewdly at them and lusting insatiably for them.
Okay.
Once the mucus has completely permeated a man's body through intercourse, his nature will change so that he will become a fitting husband for them. He obtains a grotesque demon-like form, and along with that, he can secrete and control mucus just as they do. Plus, he'll be able to dissolve the film covering their body by touching it. Additionally, their expression actually changes in a variety of ways, and their husband will then be able to sense their emotions. Although it is said that they still appear emotionless to those other than their husband and fellow members of the same race. After obtaining a husband, they become dependent on their husband's lust and will, and they mostly think and act in an obedient manner. Generally, they'll end up spending their time constantly copulating. Based on their appearance, it is easily possible to distinguish whether or not they have a husband. Married individuals have a grotesque creature which is their husband, grappling them from behind, with countless tentacles crawling all over them. And it can even look like they're having sex in the rear entry position. Oh, so it's two. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, now I see the face. I see the eye now. I see the eye in the mouth now.
Is that
Oh.
Black Snatch all over again?
Yeah, you become like a
Oh,
part
yeah.
of.
You're like a little fucking slime guy.
Yeah. It's like it's a little smile.
Yeah, something about that is cool. That, like, it kind of looks. I mean, we didn't realize it was two creatures.
No, which I think that does bump it up. It's like a really good design. I think the fact that we didn't realize. Yeah.
It kind of looks like a tail. It's like guy. Huh.
Based on their appearance.
Okay.
Wait, where was I again?
Yeah, from there.
Oh, moreover, the black film covering the body of such an individual is not their own, but their husband's mucus. The film poses vigorously squeezing and rubbing their breasts and buttocks according to their husband's will, continually providing pleasure and ecstasy. Also, that's why she has that face. The husband is also freely able to return to human form, but since their husband had gained total dominion over them by constantly joining with them and continually providing pleasure, it seems they experience anxiety when he changes into human form and separates from them, and they said they will behave in a clingy manner towards their husband.
Okay.
So it's not like a total ending fate. Like
Yeah.
like this is some. You get to turn into like a little fucking slime guy and tentacle guy, and then turn into human again, and she's like very needy and clingy.
This is
that's not bad.
This is the most monster fucker I have ever felt in my whole life. Because, like, I'm not a fan of designs that are like very furry or that have too many like monster elements.
Sure.
But this one, hell yeah.
Yeah, there's like nothing really here about the dream stuff, I would say. But I think what it does do is like pretty cool. Is like pretty. Yeah, I'm like it. I'm not very much into having my own body transformed. I mean, I'm a monster fucker day in and day out, but I don't want to be transformed myself for the most part. This I could deal with.
But if
I
you
could
can
deal with
change
this.
back, that
Yeah,
that
why
does help a
not?
lot. And plus, even the transform form is not like grotesque.
No.
So like you get those giant hands to grope her breasts with.
Yeah, no, you are the whole thing groping here. It's like
Yeah.
controlling a sex toy, but it's like overwhelming.
I also really like the tidbit about how as you become closer to her, you actually start sensing her emotions in a like
Yeah.
a deeper level. It's interesting to think about. Just so like when she's aroused and stuff, like you feel exactly what she's feeling. Like
Yeah, and it's made sexier by the fact that you're the only one that can get it. Like even to
yeah,
their own race, they can't really understand each other's emotions, but you are a being that is fused to her. Like the barriers between individuals are made like not are unmade, but close to that, I guess.
yeah. It becomes a much like a a natural level of intimacy with a creature.
Yeah, and there is like a recurrent idea in some stories about sexuality where it's about like the idea of becoming one, of being so
Yeah,
close that there is no boundary, there is no barrier that you need to communicate through. So there is this like even like appealing to something a lot more universal.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
want to have sex with this thing so goddamn bad. Like holy shit.
Yeah, this one is really doing it for me too now. Like,
All right. Okay.
oh,
We will
Okay.
move on. We'll move on. Fucking the last one.
we'll move on before we go to horny jail.
All right. Fucking oh man, it's taking me a second to load up. But I know it's the pyro. The pyro.
Oh, I like how
So
bratty she looks.
yeah, you
Yeah, she
definitely
looks cute.
hit the nail on the head on the Gairu aspect, because like
Oh
yeah, this is
yeah,
like the minion of the Bullrog, and this is definitely more Gairu. She's got like
yeah. She has little bracelets.
she's got painted nails,
Yeah.
like all different colors. Yeah, this is definitely like more casual and trendy. Like you would, yeah. No, this is a good design.
Yeah. I mean, as
Yeah,
I
I
said in
was
the
a big fan
past,
of
big
the
fan of
hoodie
brats.
with yeah. I really like the hoodie with like open with like a bikini top underneath.
Oh yeah,
Reminds me
yeah.
of
Yeah.
fucking. There's an anime in Kantai Collection. I
Oh.
forgot which one. But look at they had this kind of look. She's very one of the most iconic characters from the game for a reason. I always like that.
I think there's like another like character like that. It might have been like the girl from Blue Exorcist. I don't remember any Blue Exorcist character's name, but
Hmm.
like yeah, also does the whole
Oh
bikini
yeah, there
top
Oh
with like a
is.
yeah,
yeah, with
I
like a
think her
yeah.
bikini
The red
has
haired
like
girl.
fire. There's like a
Yeah,
fire design on her
it
somewhere
kind
on a
of looks
tattoo.
like Yoko a little.
Little
yeah,
bit.
like Yoko Littner like sort of inspired quite a few characters later on
Yeah,
down the line. Um, yeah, yeah, it's good.
yeah. It's a good design. It doesn't stand out to me as much as the Balrog, but I guess being the minion,
Yeah, like
it's
this.
probably on purpose.
Yeah, like this is like yeah, it's like it's not as monstrous obviously as like the Balrog or the Night Gaunt, but this yeah, more casual, more normal.
Yeah,
Yeah, I could
it's
I
like
get it.
a
Yeah.
girl you could meet, like in town. If you live
Yeah.
in a monster world. I like that kind of design.
Hmm.
Yeah, and it
Also,
being more likely that you could meet them also like is interesting by itself.
Yeah.
what I noticed, which I want to get your opinions on, is flesh fangs. When they have a
Flesh
fang,
things.
yeah, they have the mouth with a
Yeah,
fang, but like
Oh,
it's like
that.
yeah, it's like a fan, but it's like their lip also kind of. It's like a very
Yeah.
specific anime design thing. What is your opinions
yeah,
on that?
I much prefer when it's an actual thing.
yeah.
Yeah, no,
Because
agree.
then I'm imagining that it's like an actual piece of skin, and I can like tug at it, and it makes a little
Yeah.
noise as it bounces back into place, like toing.
Yeah, I can see why they use that as a shorthand because, like, if you made it an actual thing, it would be a very tiny bit of white,
Yeah,
that could kind of throw away you know, the the image, but at the same time, it is a little bit weird.
Yeah, yeah. No, this is good. I'll. We are quite a bit in. We're almost 3 hours in, so I'll just
Yeah.
skip right to the reading.
Oh, are we almost 3 hours in? Oh, damn.
Pyro, family succubus type fiend. I'm just gonna read it how it's supposed to be. Habitat: volcanic regions. Disposition: bold, cheerful, lustful. Diet: human men's essence. A race of fiends that control fire and are also minions of the greater daemons that rule the
Hmm.
volcanic regions known as Balrogs. The fire manner dwelling within them makes their bodies flush constantly, and they're always lustfully seething with sexual arousal. I will never get over using seething as a fucking sexual term. It's like conceiving. I'm thinking like mad, like you're seething, lol. So
Yeah.
whatever. It's like lustfully seething. I'm like that's funny. Since these hedonistic and inhibited girls are eager to engage in lascivious behaviors as soon as they spot human men, and will attempt to get their hands on them immediately, they stand out even among the succubus family, which is full of lustful girls, and are known as a race that is highly aggressive, especially towards men. Their level of lust is suitable, becoming of a monster. But on the other hand, the behavior and attitude they take towards the men they set after is unbecoming and often seems casual and frivolous. By the same token, the way they attack men also give off an extremely non-serious impression. Upon keenly detecting a man's lust towards them, they may casually call out to him and speak and gesture in a sexually provocative manner, link arms, lean their body against him, and trace their fingers over his penis, above his clothes, among other things, to give a frank invitation for sex. While that invitation indecently inflames his sexual desire, it does not give him even a hint of the feeling of a bestial predator or destructive devilish temptress, like when a typical monster attacks a human. Instead, it's relaxed and familiar, that it's just as if they were calling out to a man who just happened to be passing by with the goal of making a bit of money. Like a casual invitation to make a quick go for the same relief. So, okay. Bit of money, like a
Some
casual invitation to
run-on
those
have a
are
quick go
sentence.
for some relief.
two different things. Calling out to a man, just have to be passing
Yeah.
by with the goal of making a bit of money, or a casual invitation to have a quick goal for some relief. Those are not the same things, but it's
No.
using the word alike as if
Yeah.
they are similar.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what's fucking throwing me off. But I'm getting what it's fucking doing. It's like Gairu, like, you see it. Uh, um, what's it fucking called? Like, we'll get to that later. This aura the pyro have deludes the men into feeling that they can casually have sex with these girls without a care in the world and simply enjoy the pleasure. And when men leap at the offer, they would never even dream that it would develop into a relationship. They would be spending nearly an eternity continuing to be milked for their essence as a pyro's husband. Actually, when they perform this sort of seduction, they use their power to light fire on their prey, but instead of causing radical, sudden urge or change in condition, it is so subtle that most men remain unaware of the changes within themselves. Once the fire is lit in his heart, the prey will feel sort of feverish and at the same time become more easily excitable, getting fired up over the slightest things. Also, his lust will swell even more easily too, and he'll soon grow hot and bothered. It frequently causes arousal and erections, creating an excuse for them to call out to their prey. Moreover, the presence of these monsters who give the impression they wouldn't mind being used to casually vent lust, when they appear before the men in such a state of emboldens their prey and makes them uninhibited. Even honest men, timid men, and the like who would normally never do such a shameless things, will stare at them with raw lust in their eyes, gradually crawl their hands towards their buttocks and invite them to an inn. It will be in smouldering flames, have suddenly flared up when they make their advances on thinking, as long as it's with her. This power to light fire comes from the fire mana dwelling within the bodies of these girls, and when joined with them through sex, naturally the effects become even more powerful. If a man has sex with a pyro even once, from then on the fire of passion will light up immediately from even the slightest little thing she does, such as a casual wink or a mere touch, and once the fire has been ignited, it will continue to burn licentiously forever. The fire will be quenched with her body, and her availability for getting casual relief will spur it on repeatedly, so that even eventually the man becomes unable to live without sex with her. In this way, they can ignite a fire of passion and arousal in men and freely increase its firepower. In other words, they can induce the men they are pursuing to lust after them and make their own advances towards them. In short, if you've called out to them or they've called out to you, at that point, the outcome has already been decided. When playing with fire, it might not seem so risky. Just one emission during a casual one-night stand, but that is all only on the surface. Once a small flame is sparked, this fire spreads, and your whole body is covered and burned in no time at all. When there are incarnations of flames and passions from which there is no escape, men will be utterly incinerated and milked dry.
So this feels like what the Succubus should have been, like the base Succubus.
Yeah.
I mean, this is...
Tired of reading all that? That took a toll on you?
Yeah, just fucking kind of all the same thing. For like...
Yeah.
It's just like Gairu compensated dating culture, which is like an interesting idea. Like having that as a succubus is like an interesting idea.
Yeah.
But the irony of saying, in short, hit me like a truck.
Sure.
before going in and saying the exact same thing once more.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of this one.
Yeah,
Okay.
this was good too.
Very,
Yeah, I
very
like
up my alley.
Yeah, I don't like how it was written, but I do like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and a more like subtle change. Yeah, it's
It's
nice.
basically like it's like I said, compensated dating, but she has like succubus magic that will make you like lustful like for her, kind of get you in the palm of her hand, and that they nice that the fire within her, and it's a cool way of incorporating those things.
And she's actually seducing you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plus, there is the added supernatural element of it, like being magical. So, like, works as like a monster girl instead of just a girl that has a monster's design.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah, not much else to say. It's just a good concept and a good design.
All right, I think without further ado, we'll move on to the tier list. And
Kenko Cross has really stepped it up.
He really has.
Yeah.
So far, all the new ones have been They've been really good.
Yeah, so while I look for these, this is the section where we normally plug, so go on.
Alright, time to plug. Okay, hello, I'm Alan Horai, and I do a comic called Harpy Story. You can find it at harpystory.thecomicseries.com. There's a new page out, currently only for patrons. You can support me on Patreon at patreon.com/harpystory, where you will be getting the pages as soon as they come. And in the website they'll be released eventually. They'll be released a few days after they come out on Patreon. So if you want to get the early scoop, $1 a month will you get access to everything. And yeah, check it out. Harpy Story is very good. It's about a cute harpy and her human girlfriend. They do lots of fun things together.
Yes. Yeah, monster love will save the world.
Yes.
Yes.
And I also stream on Twitch at twitch.tv/EllenHorai. I stream on Tuesdays and Fridays. Still going through Breath of Fire. Should be getting to the end pretty soon, from what I gather.
Oh, nice.
Well, not pretty soon, but we're at the end game now. So yeah, it's certainly one of the video games of all time. All right, Amy, if you will.
Well, I have already plugged earlier, so if you don't remember it, read my web serial at thedeathless.net or look up The Deathless on Royal Road and read Harpy Story.
Yes.
Yeah.
Also make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Smash that like button. Fucking apparently comments do a lot for engagement. Like, it's good. So comment. If you disagree with any of these goals, say like, oh, fucking this thing's shit tier, this thing's wife tier. You guys are idiots. You guys are gay. Go ahead, fucking comment that.
Yeah, if you don't know what you comment, if you don't know what you comment, to show us that you have made it to this part of the video, just comment down below the words "gay and lively."
Gay and lively.
Gay and lively in quotation marks.
Quotation gay and quotation lively.
Yeah.
Alright. Enough jibber jabber. Let's get
to
the goals.
This tier list is going to be an interesting one.
Yeah, quite different, considering last week nothing got above Smooch tier.
Yeah.
This one's gonna be a lot more all over the board. Starting off, Narrate.
Okay, Narrate already starting off controversial, probably. I would say sex tier.
Okay.
Like, not wife tier,
No.
Her lore's pretty bland. Her design's cool, but doesn't like super, super stand out.
We don't know what, like, living in under the ocean even, like, is like.
Yeah.
Just from this description.
But I think she's hot enough that I would definitely, like, just once or twice without necessarily being dragged to the ocean. I'd be down.
Yeah, like, I think I would put it in sex tier if it was more seduced into the ocean as opposed to dragged into the ocean. Dragged to the ocean makes it more of like a primal, like, I might fucking put a harpoon through her stomach.
I mean,
Amy, what are you thinking?
Not for me.
Okay.
It's a fish, and I hate all fish.
I think this fish is pretty good.
I would
put it in Smooch tier. I'd put it in Smooch
tier. I think Smooch tier is a good place, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, even if you do not like it, Amy, fucking fish.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, I like fish. Fine. All right, vampire.
Wife.
Vampire, wife. Yeah, I agree with wife.
All in agreement.
No, she
Nice.
didn't do it to me as much as she did to Amy, but I can agree to wife.
Yeah, no, it's a good life. It's a good life and a good design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're finally in a fucking second row now. Nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dark Priest.
Okay, this one. What y'all think?
Sex tier. I'm thinking sex
Yeah.
tier.
Sex tier, yeah.
Feel free to put out your disagreements out there.
Yeah, I guess I can agree to sex tier in the same with the Jub. It's like just all sex pretty much. So if I can have sex with her and then escape, I'm willing to dare venture the pandemonium.
Yeah. Yeah, no, having the best sex of your life and then escaping pandemonium, that's the pirate
That's
life
a
for me.
story.
Yeah.
And she doesn't like petrify you forever like a gargoyle or
Yes.
something. So it's much easier to actually make a run for it.
All right, Titania.
Titania. Oh, Titania.
Sex or
You
wife
know, damn.
Sex.
You know what
Sex or
I'm saying
wife?
for this one?
What?
Plain tier.
No.
See,
No.
I don't think it's playing, but I also don't think it's sex. Fucking. Like,
Make
the
make
design
another
is
tier called
appealing.
Titania and just put her there.
No. No. I'm sure we'll do that eventually for one of these, but I think Titania can be put into a fucking category pretty easily. Smooch
Titania.
Tier could do it. We could put it in Smooch Tier,
Yeah,
that's
like,
fine.
I think that's what I would say because I think the design is fine. It doesn't super appeal to me, but the lore really doesn't appeal to me. So I think, but at the same time, there's nothing dangerous. There's nothing that'll fuck me up. I think Smooch Tier is fine if we're evening out.
Yeah. I mean, I'd certainly put it in wife or sex, but, I can see the elements of, like I myself are sort of, like, dodging too much of the infantilization that, like, you guys seem to be. But, yeah, no, I can do Smooch too.
Yeah. I think so.
Dampire.
Okay, Vampire.
I mean, this next two, the Vampire Kunoichi, surely they're both bottom tier, right?
I
No,
don't know if I'd say Dampire is bottom tier.
Dampire is probably plain tier.
Like I said.
She's only saved by Vampire, who is Vampire.
Oh,
Wife tier.
yeah.
Like we said, it does have the Oyakodon element.
Yeah,
which
I forgot
helps
about
a
that.
little.
But everything else is just very specifically. Well, she's like a vampire, but she's human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plain tier, maybe.
Plain tier.
Yeah,
she's
plain
only
tier.
she's only saved by the existence of this one up here.
Yeah.
Kunoichi, I think, is a
It's
unanimous.
kind of like yeah.
Kunoichi is a unanimous bottom tier, I think.
Oh,
Bottom tier.
absolutely. Yeah, I was gonna say Vampire and Vampire kind of Pekomama and Pecora.
Yeah.
Where one greatly outshines the other.
Don't ever let this distract you from the fact that Pecora bought a fucking monkey.
Oh, did she? I don't know that.
This is like a big joke that, like, a random thing. Yeah, but remember, Pecora bought a fucking monkey once.
Oh. She would.
She did, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. VTuber humor. Anyways.
I had a guess.
Yeah.
All right, Balrog.
Balrog, wife tier.
Wife tier.
Wife tier.
Easy wife.
Easy wife.
Easy. No questions asked.
Banshee.
Alright, why are you doing a Banshee?
I'm saying not for me. I think the cry sex is. She's hot.
Like, does she have to cry during sex?
She will cry during sex. You can't make her not cry.
Oh. Yeah, that would be
That's
not for me
true.
then. I don't think I could fuck a woman who's like bawling. And
Yeah.
it's just.
Yeah, not for me as well.
Night Gaunt.
Alright, are we all agreeing to become little slime guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like this is once again kind of like how Vampire and like Vampire, that like kind of different ends. The fucking Atlatch Natcher and the fucking Night Gaunt are like completely opposite ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
I'm suddenly reminded of The Simpsons episode where Bart starts saying that their neighbor made them gay because he doesn't know what the word gay means. Yeah, this is me with Kenko Cross. Kenko Cross has successfully turned me into a monster fucker. And all it took was the Night Gaunt.
Yes!
It
One
makes it all
of
worth
us.
it.
One
One
of
of us.
One of us.
And last and final girl, the Pyro.
Pirates say sex tier.
Sex too. I could go sex too.
Yeah.
I would put her on wife tier.
Nah, I mean, there's not really like, there's not enough of like. Nah, no, I don't think she brings me like as much joy. Like it's
her whole thing is like casual sex, right? She's just like someone. She'll make a reference that I'm sure someone here will appreciate very much. She's Catherine with a C.
Oh yeah,
someone you meet every other night and go have fun with.
Yes.
And then no obligations.
I'll have to think about this one because I'm already thinking about my own tier list that I'm going to make. But yeah, I'm fine with sex tier. I'm more than fine with sex tier.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm also glad you also say Catherine with a C as opposed to C Catherine.
Yeah, because they're two.
Yeah.
Well, three technically.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. We're not going to talk about Catherine. We're going to talk about the end of the episode.
Yeah, wow, this one was significantly better than the last one.
Yeah,
way better.
Yeah,
good even.
Amy, have your desire for Succubi been satisfied?
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you, Kenko Cross.
Thank you, Kenko Cross.
My overlord.
We had some bottom tiers, we have some wife tiers. Everything is in its place.
Yes.
Yeah, so next week we'll probably get the rat in if we can. I would like to get the rat in as well and have it be the four of us doing Angels and Demons, aka Succubi Part 3.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. See you Monday.
See you Monday.
See you Monday.